Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. And for those that haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A before, they are for the residents of the city of Sarcasm, people. So get your questions in. You lot in the comment section run this show. So get your questions in. It's sporting questions. It's any sport, past or present. So you may have a football question. It may be basketball. It may be boxing. It may be UFC, maybe NFL, whatever you want to ask about, people, get your questions in. And of course, if you are a member of the channel, the link for the membership is in the pinned comment. Then your comments, your questions take priority like a super chat. So if you ask a question as a member, I will star it and I will get to it. That is one of the many perks of the membership, people. So make sure you check out the membership. Hit the like button as well. How many likes are we on? We're on like watch the whole of this year, every stream, right? We're not in double figures yet, and there's over 20 of you lot locked in. So let's get that up into double figures, people, please. And of course, these shows start with just me all the time, and then the rest of the panelists will join. Very similar to a Royal Rumble for those that know about wrestling. You don't know whose music's gonna hit and who's gonna come running down the ramp. Big up Raja as well, who says big up to you. Obviously already, man. Gotta welcome, you know what I'm saying? Content creator royalty, you know what I'm saying? A royalty in all capital letters to the stream. One of the best content creators out there, period. And like I say, consistently been doing this and has consistently been one of the best for years. My like Carefree Lewis G is in the building. What are you telling me, family? You good?
Yes, guys. It's match day, sadly. What's everyone saying?
this guy. And also got a welcome as well, one of the OGs of Sarcasm City. You know what I'm saying? One of the OGs, one of the originals on this, one of the people who helped build this city as to what it is. Yan City is also in the building. Yes, Yan, what are you telling me? You good?
Oh, shit. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Are you good? How you feeling? You blessed?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? All right, you know what I'm saying? Don't blow us away with all that enthusiasm. Your team's winning. You might not win today. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
but
my mouth's really hurting, isn't it? So I can't talk too much.
Oh.
Yeah.
This guy is outrageous. I wasn't even gonna say nothing.
Sorry, that was funny. That was too funny.
I wasn't gonna say. What do you mean? Used to? Lewis said it. Why is this on me when Lewis said it? I didn't say nothing.
Because you two are as bad as each other.
What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? And that. How are we as bad as each other? It's Lewis, man. You know what I'm saying? He a bad influence. That's what it is.
Lewis is a bad influence. So.
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
sorry,
that
Lewis,
one's on me. My bad.
There you go. And welcome to the show as well. Another regular, you know what I'm saying? One of the most hardworking guys on the channel, to be honest. Man, like Timo's in the building. Yes, Timo, what are you telling me?
Fucking hell, what is that?
Yes, good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
It's like a disabled Anthony Taylor, bruv.
No, you need to take that down. That's offensive.
Right, man.
I'm sorry, Jan. I'm sorry, yeah.
Look at this guy. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, Jan. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Take it down, then.
Oh, sorry, Jan. I'm sorry.
I hate you people, but I like you.
Why do you
did that even laugh though? That is so unnecessary. See, this is why I had to deal with every day, Jan. I don't know how you do it.
Just put your camera on, because that is not cute.
Man legit just said this is what I have to do. You know what, Timo? Yeah, whatever, man. Show up in it. Say sorry some more. Oh, sorry. Big up to Victor as well, who says big up as well. Taza says hit the likes. How many likes are we on? Right around 15. All right, let's bump that up. Let's say 30 people. Like watch. Let's get that up. 30 likes, people. Let's bump that up to 30 likes. And get your questions in as well, people. Get your questions in. This show continues to what's the word I'm looking for, to descend into madness, because you lot don't be asking enough questions as well. Victor says smash the likes and subscribe. He says Jan coming on after a loss. Interesting. One thing I'll say about Jan is she don't hide. I'll give Jan her credit. She don't hide. They don't lose often, but she doesn't hide.
Except the Champions League final. She didn't come on shameless.
Oh, yeah. She hit you.
I did actually. I came on the day after.
You did not.
No, you didn't. Don't lie.
I remember it. I rewatched it to remember the good old days. You weren't there.
You weren't there, man. You were around. You know what I'm saying?
No, I wasn't there. I wasn't there at the time because I wasn't available, but I came on the next stream.
Wasn't available. Yeah.
I was
Taz, what are you telling me? You good?
Yeah. Hit the likes, man.
Yeah, man. Let's bump it up 30 likes, people. That's what it is.
You forget that I was actually streaming the final on Don Robbie. So I was definitely.
Oh, yeah, she was on DR
hiding.
Sports.
Oh,
Yeah, you
yeah.
hyped.
Yes.
No. We still gonna run the agenda. She hit afterwards.
She got time for Robbie, but not for the man, them.
Yeah, serious. We see you. You know what I'm saying? We ain't DR Sports. All right, big man.
Like,
Okay. Hey, Timo, you shut up. How about that? You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do with your smiling face. Look how happy
shut
he
up,
is, yo.
Timo.
Change the picture.
I'm still undefeated, man. What are you on about?
Oh, whatever, man. Big up Eddie in the cut every single
It's my
time.
good looking at.
Victor says, I hate you people,
100%,
but I like
Thank you
Jan.
very much,
I see a
bro.
pattern. Serious,
I
yo,
love
Victor. You see
that.
how he treats
I
us?
love that. Love you too.
You lot want your own show, yeah? Love you too. We don't show love around here. What kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying?
You need to
That's
start
like,
showing love to me. That's what needs to happen.
No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't
Yeah,
show
you
love
do.
around here.
love until the end of the season. If Arsenal win the league, I'm running the dirtiest agenda.
Big up Flawless, Lewis, Yan, and Timo. Shout out to Manj as well. He says, big up Ahmed and he said, Taza. Taza, what you saying? Oh, you good though, fam? Yeah? Is he there? Yo, Taza, you there? Oh, he's on mute. I'm sure he's good. Fareed says, has the City and Pool era come to an end? In terms of them being, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like in terms of those, in terms of those two being, in terms of those two being the best two teams, I'm guessing is what you're asking for. Reed, like Liverpool, yeah, they're no longer the second best team. Like in the country.
What I think it is though?
Go on, Jan.
I think the difference between City and Liverpool right now is that Liverpool, the reason why people are saying it's come to the end is not because they're poor this season. That's not why they're saying it. They're saying it because if you look at Liverpool's spine of the team, they're getting older. So eventually they won't be there. So that's why they're saying it's come to the end. With City, it's a bit different. Like we literally have, we have the likes of De Bruyne that are old, but our best players are not all old, if that makes sense. So if City replaced Raheem Sterling, which is all they needed to do, then we wouldn't be having the season that we're having. But have I seen Man City redeem themselves from positions like this time and time again? Yeah. So, people are talking about if City lose at the weekend, the season's over. It's not. It's literally not even halfway through the season. We've seen City come back from, what was it? 8 points behind with 5 games to go. So if you really think I'm going to concede the title, even if we were 20 points behind right now, which is ridiculous, there's still so many more points to play for. So if United do beat us at the weekend, it's not something we haven't seen before. And do I think that means the title's over? No. So yeah, I think people just jump to conclusions. It's interesting though, because a few weeks ago people were saying the title's done, Arsenal have won it, no one can win it, and now I'm hearing United fans say that they're going to come and take over Man City and Arsenal and win the league. So yeah, people are just flip-flopping all over the place this season. And
anyone but Arsenal?
No, but does it matter at this point in the season? Not as much as it should. So we will see.
With Fareed asking, as for City's era to come to an end, which I would love, somebody has to displace them. They have to not win over a period of time. It can't just be from August to January.
I don't think it's going to go like that. I think it's going to be more of a Chelsea thing where we're still able to get players and we're still going to be competing in competitions, whether that's the league every season, maybe not. But Chelsea seem to pop up with a league title every so often. They're always getting to cup finals. Do you know what I mean? So it's not going to be the difference between Liverpool and City is that Liverpool, are they going to replace their whole team? And right now under FSG, that is why people saying no, because they're finished because of that. But with Chelsea haven't really gone anywhere. Yeah, they're not as dominant as they were a few years ago, but they still won the Champions League 18 months ago.
They're not going anywhere. We're only going downwards.
They are going down. They are 100%.
Yeah, but the thing is with Chelsea is all they need to do. It's not like they're going to stop spending money. They could replace their whole team if they wanted to. So
that's true.
I don't see it as.
Why don't they?
You probably.
And before you
will.
continue,
I don't
Yan,
know.
hey, big
like,
up
I
to
just
big up
don't-
to
I
one
don't
sec,
think
Yan.
City are
Yo,
gonna
Yan,
be
Yan,
over
Yan.
that.
2 secs.
Like,
Yo,
wait.
1 sec. Hey, big up to Casually FC for the raid as well. Large up Casually FC. I think Marshall's jumping on as well.
Big
But yeah,
up.
go on, carry on. Carry on, Yan. Go on. Just had to let people
No,
know.
I'm just saying, like, we're current champions, so it's not like we've fallen off a cliff. I think with Liverpool, the only reason why they're saying that is because their best players are old and the club don't want to buy midfielders. So
So
we will see.
Aye.
We will see.
So yeah, for read with me, yeah, like seeing like someone has to displace them for them to their era to come to an end. They have to stop picking up Premier Leagues because if they don't win this one and they win the next year, it's still their era. Like they have to not win the Premier League over a prolonged period of time to go. All right, it's
Yeah.
not their era. But if you're winning 4 and 5 or 5 and 8, that's your era. So that's what it is. Like they need to. Someone has to replace them and do that. Whether that's United, whether that's Arsenal, whether that's Chelsea, Liverpool, whoever. But at the moment, it's still their time. Yeah, God forbid any of those sides apart from Manchester United I just mentioned. Yeah, you ain't
Yeah,
trying to
but
see
you know
none of
what?
these
You know
sides.
what's funny as well? Because like
Go on.
City, like if you look over the past years where we have been dominating, we've normally won. We've won back to back, and then the next season we've fallen off a cliff and we've been terrible. And then the next season we've come back and won it again. Then we've won it again, and then we've done it again. So this to me isn't worrying. Even if we don't win the league this year, this is the pattern that we've kind of been setting. Do you know what I mean? I want to win it 3 times in a row because that's the dominance that only Man United have done in the past. So it would be nice to do that. But if we don't win the league, it's really not the end of the world. I don't know why people act like that's City are finished if they don't win the league 3 times in a row. It's crazy. No one else has ever done that apart from United. So
Twice. We did it twice, by
to
the way.
me,
Just put it out there.
it's madness. So
Did
yeah,
that
we
shit
will see.
2
We will
times.
see.
But
Shut
yeah,
up,
Victor.
fella.
Oh, I repeated.
Yeah, three-peated. Hey, hold that, fam. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? That
Oh my
three-peated,
God,
fam.
could you
On
imagine
your head
Wallace
top.
in high school?
On your head top. Oh, I was talking the
Or were
most
you
shit
in
in high
college
school.
when they won?
Both. I was both. Wait, when did we three-peat the first time? It was 99, 2000, 2001, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was 99, it was 99, 2000, 2001. No, I was in primary school. And then when we three-peated in, was it 08, 09, 010? You should know this,
2009,
Lewis.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 08, 09,
that
and 10.
was,
Yeah. When we beat a certain team, you know, in did what City couldn't and beat Chelsea in the European final. But anyway, yeah, I was in college at that time. But yeah, I was
that
talking
didn't
the most
happen,
to
bro.
primary
How
school.
many times do you have to say this?
Yeah,
man?
you're like
living
Timo,
in
man.
an illusion, bro.
Yeah,
Well,
it did
I left
happen,
college in 2009, so you must have been in uni.
That picture's artificial,
Yeah.
so it was fake, just like the result, doesn't it?
Grass is Moscow as well. Moscow grass is so slippery as well, man.
Yeah. Ask your captain JT. But yeah, people, there's just over 50 of you lot locked in. Are we at 30 likes yet? Mods, let me know. Are we at 30 likes? What's going on? Are we at 30 likes? Make sure you lot are liking, subscribe if you're new as well. Yeah, Victor, I know you was talking about Timo. I know you was talking about him. Like, he's ridiculous to what he said to us about, I hate you people. Hello to Yan. Kind of bullshit is that, but we move.
Don't
big
hate.
on my guy
Why
Ross.
are you hating?
It's because you don't show.
Hating?
I'm hating because we don't show love around here. That's why, innit? You know what I'm saying? Show no love. Love will
People
get you
show
killed.
love to me, innit? It's fine.
Yeah,
you can show love to me.
And that's why it's Timo. Yeah, you get love from these mid people. We move. Ross says flawless is feeling. Stop laughing at this guy.
You two are actually evil.
That what right, bro?
Yo, you making it worse, yo. You making it worse, yo. You making it worse. Hey, you like
Hey, see how the laugh makes it worse?
Nah. This is a one-off in it. You know what I'm saying? This is you know. Right. Yo, big up Ross says Felix to Chelsea thoughts. I don't like. I get it from a point of he improves Chelsea's attack, but what half decent striker doesn't? But I think Chelsea should have went for a different profile. And why did Felix go there over going United or Arsenal? I don't understand. I really don't get it. Like, Chelsea's attack lacks pace and power. They lack PMP. The only PMP they got Sterling. Bro. Say that again.
He said no to trophies for this shit. Like, I don't know if he just has a humiliation kink or what.
I don't get it. I really don't, people. Like, I don't get it from a Chelsea perspective, and I don't get it from a Joao Felix perspective. I understand it more from a Chelsea perspective because he improves them. Yes, without doubt. But again, take any half-decent attacker, improves Chelsea. I think I could go cages near me and pick up attackers who improve that Chelsea attack. And from his perspective, I don't get why it's 6 months. Why would you not go to an Arsenal? Why would you not go to a Manchester United, who are better projects and looking much more likely to win a trophy? I just don't understand it. So yeah, I don't get it. But
The
it's
thing
what it
is
is.
with
Go on, yeah.
Chelsea is Chelsea need like if you watch Chelsea play, they need the ball before the chance, if that makes sense. They need that attacking midfielder that's going to put the ball on a plate for the likes of Felix or Aubameyang or whoever's up front. Do you know what I mean? So that's what they need. I don't understand why. I get Felix because he's a great player, but he's kind of like, I feel like he'd be really good as a false nine, but there's no point in having a false nine if you've not got the players around. So I don't get it.
We need a number 9, like a big, strong number 9 that can
Harry
play
Kane is perfect for Chelsea. I know you wouldn't get him because of the club situation, but Harry Kane is legit what you need.
I just think we need to improve our right back first and then get our CDM. We need a bit of pace and quality at the back and the midfield.
I think it's everything for you lot.
Ball quick, yeah.
You lot are us last season. The parallel is crazy. You lot are us last season. When I look at Chelsea and I hear you lot talk, and I hear Lewis talk and you, Timo, and Surfer, and I see like the fan cams and stuff, I'm like, this sounds like me last year. It's the exact same when you talk about needing a right back.
We not go back to
I want Casemiro, man, but these sexual one Declan Rice on our team.
This guy, man, why are you always on Rice's case, man? It's not Rice's fault that you didn't get Casemiro.
Hey, some top Chelsea FD, not Lewis, though. They want some.
Yeah, it's just that bozo ex-manager that everyone's asking back over fucking Potter. Midfielders, no, I want 10 centre backs, but the 2 competent ones that we have, let's let them go for free.
Yeah, you lot did bad.
And we'll scream for Tuchel back.
And you know how
yeah, Rudiger, I agree with. I'm not sure about the other guy.
Yeah, AC, I'm not 100%. I agree with you on that. Yeah, and we don't agree on much. That's fine.
Like, come on, man. I rate you guys' ball knowledge. Don't let me down.
You know how I know Chelsea are bad though? Because Timo's wilding out about it. And he doesn't normally do that. Like I've seen like Timo's normally just like, all right, cool, it will be. But this guy attacking, you know what I'm saying, the fellow Chelsea supporters, talking about how bad the team is. I've watched your fan cams as well. I support, you know what I'm saying?
Absolute tip box there. Oh, we won Rice. Kiss my ass, man.
Fairs.
It's
and now Ross.
Yeah,
go on. Yeah, man, he's copping, man. He's proper Chelsea.
No, I don't want bromance. I want business. But we're a Chelsea football club. We're not here to do something like a bromance and that. No, we want to win.
So you could win with Rice and Mount.
Boyfriend and that. No, you want to do that? Go
allow me watching Rice and Mount fucking propaganda from the Chelsea YouTube admin. The media stats.
Top Chelsea ST said that, man. Not me, not you.
That fucker will wank himself into a coma if Rice joins. Fucking Yadar beg.
You lot continue to get your questions in. Ross, I'm not even running bants. Like when you look at, you can't say for this season so far where we're at right now, United and Arsenal are just more better propositions than Chelsea. He like me be lying and saying, oh, Manchester United are a better proposition currently than Manchester City. No, we're not. That'll just be me. That'll just be me lying.
To be fair, we don't know what's been said behind the scenes because he might have been offered like a way worse deal. Do you know what I mean?
Because it's a loan deal, though. You're gonna get your full amount anyway, unless it's bonuses. But why would you? True. I'm sorry, innit? Why would you look at Chelsea? And this is not me running a joke. Why would you look at them and go there as an attacker?
But it doesn't make any sense anyway because it says, well, from what I saw, there was rumours saying that he was interested in the Chelsea project. But if you're on loan for 6 months, why does the project bother you? That doesn't make sense. It's like saying, I'm interested in the Newcastle project, and then you go there for 6 months. Like, the whole point is the project. You stay there for... So I don't know. And then he signed an extension, so maybe he's just waiting until Simeone goes.
Well, Simeone's leaving.
See who comes in. Yeah. And then maybe if he likes the new manager, he'll go back, and if not, he'll try and push for a move. I don't know, but
surely pushing, and that makes sense. I thought the same thing, but the pushing for the move, surely you go to a place where it's like, if he would have went, say he's at Chelsea, so say he goes to Chelsea and he bangs, and then he doesn't like the new Atletico Madrid manager, Chelsea are likely to go in for him. So then surely you put yourself in a position where you are playing great football in a good team and you have the most potential to thrive, which would be an Arsenal. all you have to do is get past Jesus or Nketiah. Or Manchester United, where you have to get past the injury-prone Martial. Yeah, like whether it's Arsenal, that's me being non-biased. Like I'm saying, why would you not go to Arsenal? It's Nketiah and Jesus. As talented as we all believe Joao Felix is, surely you can displace one of those two. I'm saying for sure. They're chasing a league title. They're in the Carabao Cup as well. Yeah, and they're in the Europa League. They're chasing the league title. They're also still in the FA Cup as well. Same with Manchester United. We're in the Europa League. We're chasing FA Cup, Carabao.
Maybe he wants Champions League football.
That's what it is. Maybe it's champs. Maybe it's champs.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Champions League. Do you want to play in the Champions League that bad?
If Sterling and Pulisic not in the injury list.
Say that again.
It's not going to happen. Like this deal won't happen if Sterling and Pulisic not injured.
So you think it's a desperate attempt?
Why is Sterling injured? Sterling never gets injured, you know. He's one of the players that was like never
carrying this pathetic, shambolic excuse for a football club on his back, bro.
Crazy.
Well, the fan base will cuss him out and cheer for Havertz and Mount in the same sentence.
Oh dear, that one.
It doesn't seem that.
Ole, Mason Mount. Fucking idiot.
Hey, that chant slaps though. That chant slaps. I can't lie. That chant slaps.
That's Mason Mount, so it suits him.
That's what they said though. Fabrizio said that. So Nkunku was coming in to try and find Mount for his spot, but they said they already had Nkunku coming in, so it didn't make sense for Felix to, come in. But since the injuries, to Pulisic and Sterling, that's why. So like he is seen. Mason Mount is still seen ahead of Nkunku and Felix at this point in the Chelsea pecking order.
He's like a Chelsea favorite, isn't he? He's not getting.
Yeah, he's just.
I don't get it. I really don't understand. Hey, but that's Chelsea's lookout. I'm saying.
Because he won the Champions League. That's why.
Yeah, but Juicy, I know all about people getting longer because they help when you were Champions League, but that's a whole different story. I'm not gonna go there, innit? Like I'm not giving PTS fucking D. Not happening. However, if Chelsea fans were given the option of a managerial swap with Poole, would they take it, and vice versa? Would Potter like Poole? All right, then yeah, Timo will go to you. Would you take Jurgen Klopp right now instead of Graham Potter?
No.
Okay, Fairs, why? I'm just asking.
That's crazy.
Why?
That's insane.
Not going. I genuinely want to hear this.
I don't like really like Jurgen Klopp, but then again, like I don't want someone that can come into the team and then just rip it all apart again and just start over. Like I feel like we've had enough of this German manager stuff.
But don't you need to start over anyway?
What?
Yeah, but they could sign Messi and he'd still play. Jurgen Klopp would still play Mason Mount over Messi. Let's be honest.
I would still have Potter over Poole over Jurgen Klopp anyway. So
all right. Same question to you, Lewis. Would you swap right now? Jurgen Klopp for Graham Potter?
Nope.
Okay.
He ain't getting us top 4, so it's pointless. You wouldn't swap that for Potter.
Do you trust? Do you trust Klopp better? Do you trust Klopp more with the rebuild though?
Maybe. I do think he can build a good squad, but can he keep a good squad at the same level? I don't really know. Okay. Like I think Potter could be very good for us in terms of the long term. Right now, there's a very big question mark, and maybe the same for the future. But I do believe Potter can build a good squad for us the same way Klopp can. But there's still the same question mark over them in the long term, so it's pointless.
All right, first. Again, you lot continue to get your questions in. If you see me going to the same names, it's because they are members of the channel, people, and it is one of the perks.
Yeah, but Ryan, you said Graziano Potterino, man.
Yeah, he thinks.
Yeah, Ryan, you're waffling, bruv. You were rimming Potter's arsehole for like 2 years, bro. Come on, man. What are we doing?
This guy was like Graziano Potterino and that. This guy really a turncoat.
Slurping, bruv.
Yeah, this guy turned on Graham Potter, turned on Harry Kane after the World Cup, after he said he wants to be Harry Kane's only trophy. Now he's like, Harry Kane's no good. I wouldn't take him at Liverpool and all this. And Ryan, I still want to know what you meant by that, but we move because I'm still lost. I'm a fairly intelligent person, and I still don't know what you meant by saying you want to be Harry Kane's only trophy. Except for sure, man. No one asked you anything.
Pause, man.
Fucking anything. You know what I'm saying? How's that pause? That's what he said.
Yeah, I know. I'm not blaming you. That's just a pause on him.
Oh, I don't know what Ryan meant. It might not be a pause. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge for what people like. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's a pause. He can still mean that, but that's still a pause.
No. Why are you Ryan? This is what I don't understand.
Who's in the bottom? Is that Winter Surfer?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Jan.
You really stopped the show to say hello to
Yeah,
me. This is outrageous, I know. You know
I'll
what I'm
do
saying?
that.
Yeah.
First of all, hey, shut up, Timo. First of all, hello to everyone, including Jan, Lewis. Up yours, Flawless. Second of all, greatness recognizes greatness, Flawless. So
Mike is low, I can't even hear you.
But
no,
yeah,
it's
right.
you, Timo. You're the only one who can't hear me. It's you with your goddamn 100 tabs open and your windows open because you're looking at Dortmund flights and responding to tweets from 2 months ago. That's your problem.
Yeah. That's you 2 months ago. You know, you down bad, fam. Anyways, as we were saying,
discuss that here, man.
Well, we have discussed it. It's public, so it's public anyway.
On another live stream.
We discussed it on the Twitch as well.
Yeah, on Twitch.
And so, Ryan, I don't know why you get mad. I don't understand why people get mad at things they say, and then I repeat them back to him like they didn't say that. You said that. I didn't make this up. I didn't pull this out of thin air. You said you wanted to be that man's only trophy. I don't know what you meant by that. And you said I take out of context. That's what he said, though.
Hey, who cares about that? Anyway, there's over 57 people watching. Get the fucking likes up. We're at 33 right now. In the next 5 minutes, we should be at least at 50 likes. At least. Get the fucking likes up.
That's the aim, people. 50 likes.
That's the aim for the next 5 minutes. End of the stream, we're gonna have 100.
Oh yeah,
in the next 5 minutes,
milestones.
We need to get it to 50. Come on.
Yeah.
I already see 35. Come on. Keep going, guys. Keep
Taz
going.
Come on. 100%. Taz was right. What we saying? Let me see. Any questions I missed? Let's see. You lot just be running bants and running jokes. Harris says, "Big up, guys. Flawless and Jan. How your feelings about this weekend's game? Obviously, we're doing well. It's technically today. Gardem City meets Man United is back as 11 p.m. So Jan and myself will talk about this even in more detail. But I'll let Jan talk about it briefly. Jan, the floor is yours. How do you feel about the weekend's game?
Well, at first,
don't lie to the people, man. We spoke about this earlier, so don't try and bullshit.
No.
Don't sugarcoat it. I know what you said. You know what I'm saying?
If it was just a regular game, then I think we're better than Man United, so I wouldn't be too worried. However, Pep has already said that he's gonna fuck around, and he's probably gonna find out, like he's been doing all season. So, yeah. Now, until I see the lineup, I would say I'm not confident at all. If he just goes with a normal team, then we should win the game. But I don't think he's going to go with a normal team, to be honest. So then we're not going to win the game. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Until the lineup is published, I don't think I'm going to know what that result is going to be, to be honest. But to be fair, I would expect City to be up for a derby. And to be honest, like, a lot of people are looking at City's results this season and going, oh, they didn't beat Everton. So that means, but then we've been doing okay in the bigger games, if that makes sense. So we beat Arsenal and not Arsenal. We beat Liverpool and Chelsea back to back. And then between that, we drew with Everton and we lost to Southampton. So I expect our players to be more up for a Man United than if it was a lesser team, if that makes sense. So we will see. But we've been this season we've been very inconsistent. And that's unusual for City because we normally go on runs. But we've not been doing that. We've been very inconsistent, and Pep is changing the team every single week, which isn't helping. So if it clicks, we'll be okay. If it doesn't click and we continue like this all season, it's going to be a very bumpy road. So we will have to see. But do I think we can beat Man United if we just put our normal team out? Yes. Do I think Pep's going to do that? No. What do you think, Flawless?
One of them, like it's a tough one because you mentioned it there. Lineups is key in this game. I think it's much easier to guess Manchester United's lineup than it is City's lineup. But there's so many variables going into this game. Like I've heard people mention previous derbies and what's gone on previously, like in other games at Old Trafford like last year and years gone by, but this is a new team under a new manager. How does Ten Hag set up? That's the interesting thing. I have no idea how Ten Hag's going to set up in this game. Does he sit deep, defend, and try and hit City on the break? Does he go toe-to-toe and try dominate possession on the ball? I'm not sure. I'm thinking more so the former, and we approach it like we did the Arsenal game, where we give them the ball and hit them on the break. With Rashford, Anthony, Garnacho, Martial, etc., etc. But with how City are and how City are playing, maybe he looks at it and goes, they're not in the greatest form. They just lost tonight as well. Let's go for it. So that's how I'm looking. That's how I'm looking at it. But I'm really interested to see how City line up, and how we approach the game. That's what it is. Taz, what are you saying about this? How you feel about this weekend's game?
I feel more confident as time progresses because they're not in good form whatsoever. Like, this whole season has just been crossing, inshallah. Like, what we identify with City is good football at the least. It's not been any of that. Their most creative players have not been in form. Grealish is not in form. Phil Foden, for the most part, has not been in form, in my opinion, apart from ironically the United game. Kevin De Bruyne has had a terrible World Cup, but he could turn up with anytime. They don't really need Haaland to do all that, and Bernardo's a key player that's not been playing amazing. That that they heavily rely on, and that can give them the creative spark. So Cancelo's in terrible form as well. So a lot of the creativity, which led them to that many Premier Leagues, is missing. So I think it'll be a better, go around this time for United. We can't forget that last time, it was a whole new McTominay wave, blah, blah, blah. So he was playing. So now we'll have actual Casemiro in there, which will be much better. Like, I go back to it. I know it's not the same example. Like, you see when Real Madrid played Man City in the Champions League, like in March or May, whatever, March, April. In the first leg, they didn't have Casemiro. It was a 4-3 game. In the second leg, City scored one goal off the counter when someone lost the ball, when De Bruyne got hooked, and when Mahrez scored. Other than that, they didn't score nothing at the Bernabeu. And that's when Casemiro actually played. And, so I expect, like, Casemiro or Eric Ten Hag to deploy either a Casemiro or Fred on De Bruyne and just man-mark him out the game, because that's when City's go-to this game, just De Bruyne to Haaland, and they get the ball in behind and they score. So I think we'll be okay. The only thing that concerns me is the right back position. But other than that, I actually want Fred to play instead of Eriksen this game.
I was gonna get to that. We'll go on. Carry
on.
I
want legs in that midfield. You eliminate City's midfield, they have nothing. Their wing play has been atrocious this season, to say the least. Like, their wing play is atrocious. Grealish he's just everyone cusses Anthony, no one gets on a Grealish, whatever. Foden, he's not it. Chelsea game, he was not it. Today, he was not it. I don't think Pep plays Cole Palmer. Riyad Mahrez is the only, dangerous player. He gets up for the big game. So that's one player I'll look forward to. Like, watching if he, or if he plays Alvarez on the wings. Haaland isn't really involved in the overall play either. So it's really the midfield and the fullbacks. But the fullbacks aren't in good form. It's just the midfield I'm worried about. So if we can pack the midfield, I wouldn't even be opposed to playing a Bruno on the right wing and then having a midfield of Fred, Casemiro, Eriksen, just to pack it out and let them have no control. So we just have motherfuckers running around fucking shit up. That's what I think would be a good thing.
That I like. You know what I'm saying? But if Eriksen's on the bench, we lose the game. If Eriksen doesn't start this game, we lose this game. Because somebody has to progress the ball. Like against Arsenal, people talk about, Eriksen and defensively this and defensively that. Eriksen is nowhere near as bad as people make out defensively, number one. Number two, go check the Arsenal game. Go look at them 2 passes he played into Bruno before he got those 2 assists. They're clever, they're intelligent, and there's only a few players in the league that can play those type of passes. And he played them correctly as well. Just because I think people get lost like with stats and things of that nature. Just because a pass gets there doesn't mean it's a good pass. A pass can reach a destination. But if someone has to take 3-4 touches and a defender gets across, that's not a good pass. But I think people like one player who was very much like that was Juan Mao. Was exceptional. I always use him as an example of terms of he played the correct pass into players. And the Chelsea fans will be they seen him more in his prime, so they'll be able to tell you much better than I can.
Blood on Jose's hands for selling him in his prime. See, that guy could have rivaled David Silva in terms of legacy if he stayed here. Pisses me off, bro.
This is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So like, if we don't play Eriksen, I'm going to be pissed. If we don't, because as much as you have to be concerned about what City can do, because don't get me wrong, City can win this game, people. They have so many people who can hurt you. It's outrageous. From fullback, even if they are in poor form, what Taz is saying, but when you have a Cancelo, when you have De Bruyne, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Foden, Mahrez, Grealish, Haaland, Alvarez, one of them is going to get you. I'm saying it's highly likely. You know what I'm saying? You got that many bullets in the chamber, they're going to shoot you. One of them, relax, Shan, innit? You don't need to say all that, innit? But we also have bullets in the chamber. But could they win the game? Yes. Yo, no one asked you anything. But anyways, I'm saying you laugh. God, welcome to the show, making his debut. Obviously, I've been over on his channel. You'll see Surfer over there on his channel. Timo's over there. He's had Ahmed over there for whatever reason, I don't know. But yeah, man, shout out, welcome to the show. Man like Marshall is in the building.
Ahmed, man.
Yeah, big up Marshall, my guy.
Ahmed's been getting roasted all day in my chat. Now this stream, and he's not even here to defend himself. Hey, listen, we're talking about Mata. It's okay, man. We got minerals, let's have it right.
Let's have it right.
We got minerals, Mason Mount in the team. It's all good.
No, it is.
Thanks for having me,
just trying to enjoy some nostalgia, and you killed it with minerals, bro.
Listen, I'm here to keep. I'm the humble Chelsea fan. I'm here to keep it humble.
All right, and to Z, and you, like I said, you lot get your questions in as well. But I just want to say to this as well to Z, Flawless. Eriksen doesn't commit to any challenges. This is not his game. We need legs. We already spoke about this, bro. Who don't hear must feel. All right, so if you take him out of the Arsenal game, this could be the said before every single game against every single top club. This sentence applies. So this is a deficiency he has in his game. We played the team currently top of the league, and people think it's the best in the league. We're the only team to beat him. Eriksen was key in that. Absolutely key in that. This whole legs thing and being defensive. Let me ask Jan. Jan, what midfield would you rather see? Casemiro and Eriksen or Casemiro and Fred?
I don't know. I rate Fred, innit?
See? And she laughed. You know what I'm saying? She don't even take him seriously and that. She laughed.
Yeah, I like Fred. I think
yeah, sure. Would you take him at United? Would you take him at City?
Nah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how highly you rate him, innit? See, she be trolling in that.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? You got to read between the lines. So is he better than Calvin Phillips?
Probably. You know
okay,
what?
But you take him. You still want to take. This is what I'm talking about, people.
Listen, Ollie's not your manager anymore. You don't have to depend on Fred. You have a proper CDM now.
Yo, people, read between the lines. I know Jan well enough to know when she answers that question. You know what I'm saying? And that she knows she ain't trying to see Eriksen, and she would rather see Fred. She won't take him at her club over Phillips, who she don't even rate. You do rate Calvin Phillips.
Do you know what? He's all right, but I'm not seeing that much of him for City because he's hardly played. Like today was his first actual start. So
that's I like him as a friend. That's what that means. But we
see, for us, the thing is,
I like everyone as a friend.
No, I'm using that. Not you. I'm using that as an example. But go on, say what you're saying, Taz.
The thing is, you know me, how much I troll Eddie about Fred. Fred stands like I'm not the biggest fan of Fred, but energy and legs is I think something we were missing. Like they had the ball in the final third and they weren't getting pressed. Like the intensity wasn't there. That's one thing that fucker does bring, bro. He can run, bro. This guy is 10 lungs. He'll run all game. So one thing I wouldn't do that mind. Hey, I'm sorry.
Mason Mount can run too. You want him?
My God. Nah, see, bro. Listen.
This is and what you're saying, Taza, isn't wrong. Like I'm all for what you said. If it was Bruno, right, and then Eriksen's in the midfield with Casemiro and Eriksen, and it's those three, Fred, Casemiro, and Eric. Yeah, that's cool. But Fred, Casemiro pivot with Bruno in the 10. Where is the ball retention?
No. I'm not saying that. I was saying like more like 60 minutes, right? We get Eriksen in the game. After 60 minutes, boom, he's off. The last 40, we press him high. We don't let them breathe. Yeah. But like you see, we're going back to saying Mount run. Like I'm the least fan of that. But it's only for this particular game. They're the only team in this country that I would deploy this method for. Everyone else, even Arsenal, they're playing all this good ball, blah blah blah. I would go away at the Emirates and I would deploy Eriksen in there because they're good, but they're not that good, bro. I'll be real. So like I don't fear them. But City, I fear them because they've been there, done that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jeremiah's coming for me in the comments saying he's coming for United are coming for City. Listen, love. Like you said.
Go on, get it off your
Listen,
because you know
love is
why? He was on,
crazy.
you know what? You know what's
That's
crazy? You know what's crazy, Yan? Because he was on the fan calling show saying, "I can't wait to see Yan," because you was giving him stick last season, so he remembered, didn't it?
No,
That's what
because
it
he
is.
was saying 21 in 21, and I was telling him it's not happening.
He's 20 years old. Of course, he gonna
I
say
know.
21 in 21. You know what I'm saying? Know this. You just picking
But
on the
yeah,
youngster
no.
and that. He's 20 years old. Of
The-
I
course
thought
he
he was
gonna
just.
say
thing
I
that.
thought he was
this
just telling us when his birthday was.
This is all that I'm saying is, right? Because
Oh, he's still not here.
technically,
This guy.
anyone that's sort of in the top 4 now, maybe even the top 5, I've not looked, but
I hate surfing.
Any
man.
of them
I hate him with a passion.
You don't.
probably-
You don't.
That's from a tickle me. Sorry, man. Sorry, yeah. Oh my god.
no, like
Go on.
anyone near the top at the moment can mathematically win the league. Do you know what I mean? It's not impossible for anyone to do it if they go on some mad run or whatever. But it's kind of like at this time in the season, every year it's the same thing. Like people are literally, my team are going to win the league at this time in the season. And then it kind of ends the same way. So all I would say is we're not even halfway through the season. Like this season, because of the World Cup, it's kind of confused people a little bit. So people are thinking like it's like January of a normal season. January of a normal season, you're already halfway through. Whoever's top at Christmas tends to go on and wins the league. That's just the way it works. But it's like you're saying now, 2 losses and you're in a very different position. Like if Man City lose 2 games, they could be in a very different position to where we are now. Same with Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? So it's just at this point, I wouldn't be like saying my team are going to win the league. That City included. Because it's just, I think it's way too early. Arsenal are obviously top, but a draw or 2, and if, you know, City or United or whoever go on a run, then them points can be taken away quite easily. So yeah, I think it's way too early to like say that anyone's going to win the league. Even I don't think this derby, because bear in mind the second derby is normally in April. It's normally like later in the season where you're looking at who could potentially win the league, but this one is way too early because we've not even played Arsenal once yet. We've not played Tottenham once yet. So it's early, you know, to be sort of saying, oh, that it's going to make a difference in who wins the league. Because City could lose to United and then beat Spurs and then remain above Man United anyway. So
That's true.
doesn't
What's the
really
points
matter.
gap now? What is the points gap between us? Is it 5?
It's 4 points, I think.
Okay. It's 4.
So if you
Alright,
beat
that's-
us and then we beat Spurs, then it'll
It's
be
still a-
back.
it's still a
it'll
point.
be a point minimum. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear that.
Then
And to
it's-
those that saying, to one that said flawless Fred has to play in this game, bro. I'm not saying Fred shouldn't play in this game. I'm saying Fred over Ericsson is crazy. If we turn up with Casemiro, Fred, and Bruno, how are we keeping the ball? Somebody explain that to me.
Can
That
I
is
just
how we're
respond
keeping
to
the ball.
Z because he's completely confused what Pep said.
Yeah,
Basically,
go on.
what Pep said, he said that City's standards are higher than United and Arsenal, and United and Arsenal fans got triggered. What he was saying, you're actually proving his point by what people are saying. If Man City do not win the league this season, they will be laughed at for not winning the league. That's just the way it is.
Facts.
Everyone will say Pep's a fraud.
Absolutely.
Whoever finishes above him is better than Pep. That is having the highest standards in the league. If Arsenal finish second, that's a great season for Arsenal. They will be praised for finishing second. Obviously now, because they've been top for so long, it's going to feel a bit upsetting for them as a fan base because they're going to think we could have won the league. But in general, if you asked any Arsenal fan at the start of the season, would you take second now? They would have snapped your hand off for second.
Right. Yeah.
Man United, if Man United finished even second, that's a good season for Man United. People are going to be happy with that. So the reason, what he's saying is our standards are higher. Like if City finish second, I'm pissed off. I'm not going to be happy with second place.
Yeah.
So that's what he means. He doesn't mean historically City are way bigger than us. He didn't say any of that. He just said right now, and it's true. If we go out of the Champions League, everyone's going to laugh at us. That's just the way it is. People are saying now because we lost tonight, City are finished. that's having high standards. If Man United lose a Carabao Cup game, which they have every season, for however
relax,
since they last won
I'm
it,
saying.
people aren't saying that you're finished. Do you know what I mean? That's just the way it is. But to be fair, like that game, City last season, we lost our first Carabao Cup game in 5 years. So that means, and bear in mind, we lost it on penalties. So that is our first time in 6 years where we've lost a game within the 90 minutes in the Carabao Cup. So, and people are saying we're finished because of that. So that's what he means by high standards. I don't know why people got triggered by what he said. It's the fact
what people are like.
You know,
before you continue, speaking, one sec, speaking of needing higher standards, man, like Ahmed is in the building. Yes, fam. What are you telling me? Good. Yes, what are you saying? What are you saying, brother?
Because you know I'm ready. That's how high my standards are already in it. So you need to relax, mate.
That's a good rebel.
All right, so you need to know that first things first, innit? You know what I mean? But I'm doing good.
Nah, man, good to have you here. Hey, before we continue the show, there's over 70 of you lot locked in. Yo, like check. How many likes are we on, people? How many likes are we on? Bump up them likes.
43. Hey, get that to 50 right now.
50 likes, people.
Right now. Come on, guys.
Bump that up to 50. Go subscribe to Carefree Lewis.
50 right now.
Make sure you subscribe to Marshall's channel as well, Casually FC. And Marshall, we'll go to you actually. We'll go to you because a lot's going on with your football club.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about, man? It's all nice and blue. I'm feeling blue out here.
Listen, I don't think Marshall should be talking to Flawless.
The Joao Felix deal. How am I not? I'm just asking him about the Joao Felix deal. How do you feel about that? The Joao Felix.
How do I feel about it? I mean, honestly, I don't really care. Listen, I personally, I just think we're just bringing in another Kai Havertz. I don't know what Potter's doing with this team. I don't know where he's gonna play him. We complain about Kai Havertz's physicality, how he can't, he doesn't have enough physicality. Would you really think, Bambi on ice is gonna be any better? Joao Felix, like he's
might be the
on top of it too. Like, people are complaining about the price. Personally, I don't give a crap about the price. This club wants to pay whatever the hell they want to play for players. To let them. If they have the money, why not flex? But is Joao Felix gonna be the be all end all? I think we need a lot more for this team in order for us to get the best of him, and we need Potter to really realize what the hell his tactics is gonna be.
Wow. All right then. Jeez, I said I don't care. But one thing I actually want to get your thoughts on.
Blame him.
Oh yeah, go on, Lewis. Go on.
Listen, I'm on cruise control
We've
this
had so
season.
many duds at this football club. Like, it's just whatever, bruv. Welcome here, bruv. Do something.
I mean, we have people in the Chelsea fan base saying that, we should be spending on luxury players and all this. And like, bro, we spent what, 80 million on Lukaku? Look how that turned out. We spent
100.
All right, mate. Okay.
Yo, Ahmed, why are you mad? Yo, what's up, Ahmed?
Shut up, man. Hey, Flawless, you're lagging again, by the way. You're lagging.
Don't do that. Don't do that. There we go. Put Ahmed.
Listen, I'm keeping it real. Listen, it's just we have this tendency of spending money on players and then they end up flopping. We brought in Aubameyang. Look at him. We should just burn the number 9 jersey at this point. Like it's just, it doesn't work out at Chelsea, and a lot of it is because we've had the previous 5 years, or just since Roman's been in the club, just putting a band-aid over the problem, over and over and over and over again. And then we expect, new manager, new project, instant success. Like, it's not going to work out. Like, man ripped off the band-aid. You see all the cracks. You see all the issues. We got to work on fixing it now. We got to build back up. So, yeah, I don't know. Lewis, I don't know how you feel about this whole situation, but it is what it is. I want to see what happens next season.
Yeah, this whole season is right off
Man United. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
What was that?
Huh?
I said you're only 10 points off Man United. You'll be fine.
Yeah, we're also
10 points off relegation.
So,
come on, all I want is my 15 points. We get to 40 points, guarantee survival, and then I don't care. Just beat Arsenal when we face them away and cost them the league title if it comes to it.
Now Lewis is being optimistic.
You can't get anywhere. You can't get where.
No, we genuinely can. I don't think you underestimate how dog shit this football team is. It can get worse. It can get a lot
Listen.
worse. We need 15 points. I've looked at the whole fixture list for the rest of the season. I don't know where we get those 15 points from. Bits, whatever. They got them. Otherwise, we're talking about
minerals, bro.
That's what we have to depend on. That's all we need. Minerals.
Yeah, boss, 40 points is my target. I don't care past that.
How many points are you on now? How many points?
25.
Yeah, you'll get the 15, man. The street, as much as I would
That's
love
5
Chelsea to get
wins, you know.
relegated, as
That's
much as
5
I would,
wins. This
I hear
football
you.
club getting 5 wins. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. As much as I would love Chelsea to get relegated because it would just make for absolutely great content, you will become a superstar overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get
You
used to
listen,
it.
they can't get any more blue in this
That
room.
calling,
I'm telling you.
I said about
Yo,
Chelsea not surviving.
yo,
You think a
that-
season of championship football is good for me on a content level?
Yo, no, I'm talking. Yes, I think it is. Yes, all them grounds. Yes, fam. I think it is. I think your fan cam, I think your fan cam the day that if you lot got relegated, just 500k.
If Chelsea get relegated, Lewis, turn off the lights, man. We're done.
He does $500,000. Yeah, turn off the
We're
lights.
out of here.
Hey, Lewis,
It's out. It's a wrap.
Lewis, I wouldn't worry about the 5 wins. We just need 15 draws. That's all we need.
I mean,
that's more realistic.
That has made me feel a lot better.
Don't worry about it.
What I'm saying is, there is 3 teams worse than you lot. You lot, as much as I would love to see you lot get relegated, it won't happen. You know what I'm saying?
There's definitely 10 teams worse than you, to be honest.
10 teams?
Yeah, that's why you're 10th. That's about right.
Hey, you're not wrong. Yeah, you know what? I like that logic. You're right.
It's about
We did make Nottingham Forest look like.
I will say
Barcelona.
double check on numbers with Flawless. That's all I'm saying.
So for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, man. This guy in it. Look at this guy over there laughing at his own jokes. Hey, Timo, you're uncharacteristically quiet. What's going on? What's your thoughts? Why are you shaking your head?
I just want to have a good away days, man.
Good away days in the championship, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. I want to have a good away days in Champions League, man. I don't want to go.
I can't wait till you go to an away day.
That's exactly what he just said, but okay.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we're gonna be enjoying tomorrow, man. We're gonna go
away day.
Then we're gonna go to
Millwall will go
Anfield.
fine for
Then
you.
what?
Yeah.
West Ham away. Then Dortmund away. We'll be all right.
Yeah, it's
True.
almost
We're still in
like
Champions League.
They get relegated and win the Champions League, and then they're going away.
By we, he means we,
Real
him and his hoes,
Madrid
man.
while they're in the championship.
Hey, man, we could go to Israel, man. If that was next season, so.
Yeah, man. Conference League is you, man. I'm telling you, go be the first English team to win all 3 European.
Malta,
yeah, man. All
Croatia.
European cups, Estonia and that.
Nope, 8th place. I'm backing Forest and I'm backing Southampton for the Carabao Cup because if they both win, then we don't have to worry about conference.
I need Forest to win, man.
The
I need
top
Forest
7.
to win, 100%.
Why do you need
Yeah,
Forest
big
to
up
win?
Forest, big up
What girl from Nottingham you trying to
Southampton,
impress? What's going
Hey,
on?
big up Williams from Nottingham, man. Let's go. One
It's
of the best.
definitely there's a Nottingham chick he's trying to impress. All of a sudden, this guy
Nah, I need
Shout out to her.
Nottingham to win too. So
Let's say that negativity. Hella negative, boy, pure negativity. But speaking of that, some more negativity. Marshall, Chelsea, you're a section of your fan base in your
The segues, man. It's on point tonight.
Not your mate. He's not your mate, Flawless.
We're all boys here. I just don't like you, Ahmed. But as I was saying, away, obviously in the away game against Manchester City, a section of your fan base was chanting for Tommy Tuchel, which I personally didn't understand. What's your thoughts on it?
Nah, that's crazy.
Listen, those same fans can hold it. And honestly, those same fans can hold that because this is how fickle the Chelsea fan base can be at times.
I wasn't chanting.
I certainly wouldn't have either because at the end of the day, like he's gone, and guess what, Chelsea?
He's
we were
the reason
shit
why
under
we're
fucking he was saying that the team is perfectly fine the way it is, that we didn't need a midfield and all this shit, and now we have Bowley getting all the flack, even though Bowley was the one that, against Tuchel's wishes, signed Zakaria, who has been actually looking decent in our team. And it's just like he's making
Tuchel
the moves that
Tuchel
didn't want to do.
Tuchel didn't even know his name. I forgot about that.
I met him and spent like 10 seconds trying to figure out his name.
So it's just like these fans, like they wanna blame Bowley, they want to blame Potter, but at the end of the day, like we have been just papering cracks for years now. And honestly, Tuchel, what he did for Chelsea, and obviously I love the guy. I wish he could have stayed as a manager, but at the end of the day, it wasn't working out as him. If it was under Roman, he would be under pressure. He probably would have gotten sacked eventually as well. Like nothing would have changed. We would have probably been in the same position, maybe in the top 8 right now, rather than 10th place. Like I don't see any difference. So I don't know why Chelsea fans are, screaming for Tuchel to come back when these same Chelsea fans wanted him out to begin with in the beginning of the season. We were shit. We were shit. We lost to fucking Arsenal. What 4-1? What was it? 4-1, 4-0.
Yeah, Ahmed was one of them.
Yeah,
Ahmed was one of them.
Yeah, Ahmed was in bits.
Ahmed, it's something you're not telling me, bro.
Listen, I told these guys at the preseason after the Arsenal game that we were in trouble, and they were laughing at me. They were laughing.
His forehead was shining with sweat. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I hope we can survive, man. He said, I hope we can survive this.
You know what? We might owe him an apology because he did say, hopefully Chelsea can survive. And now Lewis is here talking about Chelsea not surviving. I'm like, yo, I've been mad onto something.
I don't care what happened this season.
My vision is elite.
You don't react. You don't react like that after a pre-season friendly.
Facts.
Listen, you can say that, but I was right to react like that.
Listen, I mean, I was kind of with Ahmed. I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't see any progress happening here. I'm kind of worried. And hey, you know what, Ahmed? Little virtual high five. We called it.
Hey, a broken clock is right twice a day as well, man.
If you lose 4-0 to Arsenal, I'll be fucking fuming.
But Tuchel did say though. Tuchel did say that you lot have the same problems because you have the same players, which I think is a great quote. I think it's a great quote.
Yeah, then he said he was happy with the midfield.
That game, it's like looking back at it, yeah. Bro, it was a fortune.
I like the way.
He's got Minerals Mount. Why would he not be impressed?
Oh my god! Don't start this nonsense.
Let's have it right.
He's not wrong.
Man.
I'll say.
Go on, Stefan. Go on.
He said that about the players, but hardly wanted to change any of them.
Man, listen. Listen. They were both wrong in it. The players were shit, and he wasn't helping himself. I think that's a fact to make.
Right, Ahmed that's pretty spot on, Ahmed.
I said that before.
For the first time.
I'm just
he's never said that. Don't try that.
The only thing about Tuchel that I wish would have happened is that he would have gotten maybe 2 more games with the players that he got. Because look at Aubameyang right now. Man's playing tic-tac-toe on the bench. Like he's not doing anything. He's getting no game time. We all know he was brought in for his daddy Tommy Tuchel, and it's just like it's not worked out. It's not worked out.
That's a wild statement still.
But it's true. Am I wrong? Was he not brought in for Tommy Tuchel?
Yeah, but call him Daddy Tuchel a bit.
Daddy Tuchel is crazy.
Hey, look, it comes full circle. It comes full circle because
after you say Daddy, don't say crumbs, bro. Hey, don't do that, bro.
This is why I love Tuchel, because Tuchel said to Romelu Lukaku, hey, look, that's your daddy right there who's watching the Spurs game. So, hey, man, it just, karma's a bitch, Tuchel, but it is what it is. But we got players for him, and he didn't get a chance to really play with them. So,
yeah, that is the crazy part, that players were brought in and then he was sacked immediately. Again, you lot continue to get your questions in as well. It don't have to be on Chelsea. It can be something else. Obviously, members' questions take priority. The link for the membership is in the pinned comments, people. Link is in the pinned comment. So check out the membership as well. Bloody Establishment says, if Parr gets sacked with this group of players, would you give Mourinho his third coming? Timo, we'll go to you. Would you bring Mourinho back?
Here we go.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
You know what? Yeah. Do I want to see Mourinho on his third stint? You know what? Let the man enjoy.
Wait, Timo, wait. Hold on, wait.
Nah.
Let me get this laugh out. No. And then we can answer 1 second. Yo, the response from you lot as I asking that question is out of order. You man are outrageous. You man are bad people, yo. You man are bad people. That's all I'm saying. Go on, Timo. Would you bring Mourinho back for a third time at the Chelsea?
Do you know what? Let the man enjoy his retirement, man. I think he's had enough of coaching world football, man.
He's not managing
coaching at Roma. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? What do you mean you don't care?
Go back to
You think?
retirement, man.
Wait,
He
retired?
won the Conference League last year.
No, I was perplexed for a second.
This
Retired?
guy- bro. What
You know
you
what's
talking
retired?
about, guys?
You know what's retired? Your brain. That's what's retired. I love you to pieces, but your brain's retired, man.
This guy not paying no attention. Man.
No.
Don't let him enjoy his retirement.
Hey, man,
I swear he's at
honestly,
Roma. I swear he's at Roma.
Yeah, he's at Roma.
He is.
He won the Conference League last season.
And he's also
With
been
Tammy
linked
Abraham.
to, he's also been linked to the Portuguese job before what's his face took it. You know what I mean? He's not retired.
Oh
But,
my God.
By the way, yes, bring me Jose Mourinho back.
So
Fucking
Lewis is
love
back
him.
with Mourinho. There we go. So Lewis
Jose
is
Mourinho. Jose Mourinho.
Lewis, are you ready for Tammy Abraham at striker?
Oh my God, kill me, man.
He won't bring Tammy with him. Probably sick of him right now.
Yeah, you just won a European
He's
trophy.
been
with
shit this season.
You take Zidane. All right, cool. I'm sure pretty much all of us would take Zidane out for World Cups. Surfer, we'll go to you. Would you bring Mourinho back for a third time?
No. And I really would question anyone who does that. I mean, you don't return once, let alone twice. I mean,
Three times? Oh my
three
God.
times? I mean, what managers return 3 times? I mean, if we're doing that, why don't we just bring Gus Hiddink out of retirement and bring him back for a third stint?
Now bring
what
the
I mean?
special one back, bruv.
Special once. Not one anymore. It's a special once.
Nah, man, we'll
Special
reload
ones
it.
run out.
Jose
Special ones
Mourinho,
run
the
out.
last dance.
Reload? No, we won't reload
That's
anything.
the
It's a
last
rusty gun, man. It's a rusty gun. You're not reloading anything.
It's over, man. It's over, bro.
Let's
Let
just
it go,
polish
man.
it, bruv.
Can we not just enjoy what we had? You know what I mean? Why? Because it wouldn't work this time around. These players.
Come on, we'll bring
don't-
Diego Costa
these-
back, Eden Hazard.
He
Get the whole
We need to
gang
stop
back
ruining
together, bruv.
He is-
players
he-
Amanda's legacy.
He
We need to
is.
stop it, bro.
Listen, he's done brilliant. Don't tarnish your legacy. He's still a coach that's stuck in the old ways, not really evolved that much. Okay, and plus also, these players wouldn't react to his type of management. They don't have the mentality to react to his type of management. It just doesn't work. They don't have it in them, and I think
Do what we did with Potter. Give him a young team and let him mold them.
No.
Are you mad? When has he had a young team?
Super Jose Mourinho,
Well,
bruv.
shut
Can't even
up,
say
man.
with a straight face.
Yeah, you can't even say with a straight face, man. I saw you're off camera smiling, yeah, and laughing. You can't even complete a sentence.
What
Yeah?
are you talking about, bro?
Shut up, man. Just light one up and just enjoy the stream, man. Do you know what I mean?
No, man. I'm just saying, I want round 3, bruv. I don't care, bruv. I know he'll give me 1 league title in spite of all of the chaos.
He was selling his soul for 1 league title. I hear you.
One
You know
league
what I'm saying?
title,
We
and
did it already.
You move it at Tottenham right now, man.
One league title.
What do you mean? The war of Tottenham won.
Yeah,
They're selling themselves to try to win a cup. They're trying to sell ourselves to a different Premier League.
I mean, if they weren't idiots, they would have gotten that cup. They just had to sack him right before he could have a chance to win it.
They're selling their soul just to stay in the top 4, not to win anything. That's all they're doing. Nah, man. No to Jose Mourinho. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work out well.
No. What are you saying, Marshall? Mourinho back for a third stint at the Chelsea.
Listen, people want to complain about Tuchel Bowl. I don't know if I'm ready for a third run of fossil football, man. I'm okay. I'm 100% okay on that. Like, pretty much, Surfer nailed it on the head. I think we're in a day and age where that kind of talking to players and that just like calling players out and calling them out on their shit. Like, I think it's done. I think these players they know their value. You want to, quote unquote, on that one. They want to, be treated nicely. They're all sensitive and all this bullshit. They can't take like a fucking battering like Mourinho would do back in the day. And also too, like, I really don't want to see counterattack football again. I'm okay. We've made so much progress, and the little progress we've made from getting away from counterattacking football in the last 5 years, I'm good on that, man. I'm good.
Hey,
we sold our soul for a Champions League. I'm okay. I don't need another Prem.
Speaking of values, what do you think Mason Mount is worth, Marshall? Your fellow comrade, Timo over here said he is. He muted my mic. Hold that. He muted my mic, but he said he's worth 90 million. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I have right here the brown envelopes. They've provided me with his contract. If you wouldn't mind sharing my screen, Flawless, I would really appreciate it. This is what I think his value is. Right there. So yeah, the Mason Milner contract. Probably a deduction in wages to 69,000 a week salary or whatever the fuck. That
is
you
this
know
after
that could
tax,
be a lot
before
less.
tax?
This is after tax. Yeah.
Okay.
And the bonuses, which now we're an incentivized club. It's just he's not going to reach any of those. So yeah, I don't value him anywhere near 90, 80, 70, 60, even maybe 50. So I should probably fix that value right there. But no, I'm okay. Maybe if we're lucky, English tax included, fucking 40,000.
English tax.
40 mil rather.
Shall we discuss English tax and shall we discuss what your version of English tax was? Shall we do that?
Listen, I will do. If I could throw Mason Mount off of a harbor, I would, but we just can't move that way.
So we're saying no evil eyes, score 10 plus goals, relegation teams don't count, no more minerals, no matching Kai haircut. All right, Fez. That's Fez.
Right, reasonable.
I think so. Not for him, apparently. He's still, for being so proper Chelsea, he's still figuring out his contract. So, no, I'm okay. I don't even value him around 50 mil at this point. He's been so bad. He's been on a decline since the Frank Lampard season. It's fucking horrible to see it. So,
right, and like I said, you lot continue to get your questions in. Like, check how many likes are we on, people. Make sure you subscribe if you're new as well as Road to 5K, Sarcasm City TV. Check out the upcoming live stream schedule. Let you know all the shows that are coming up, people. Chris says, I think everyone's too concerned with stopping City. The key to winning is unlocking Rashford, play Eriksen and Bruno, let them cook. Yeah, it's a measured approach. It's not all one way, Chris. And this is my thought process. Of course, respect what City do going forward. That doesn't mean go out there gung-ho and give Haaland acres to run into. That's just stupid. But also hurt them.
Nah, sounds like a good idea to me.
No one asked you, Jan. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's the same. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Was everyone got something to say?
Just do what you did in the first game at the Etihad.
That's Q&A,
isn't it?
Everyone got something to say. I didn't ask no fucking question. Right? So there we go. That's how Q&A's work. You know what I'm saying?
When it's about United, you're getting a bit cheeky, yeah?
No, it's what I'm talking to Sir for. That's what it is. He grabs my kid.
Flawless, just remember, bro, it's for the greater good.
For the greater good of what? Not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm for the greater good and betterment of myself.
We're willing to make that sacrifice.
I'm no surprise you'd throw me off the harbour like Marshall would to Mason.
Really?
Sounds like a good idea.
You want to accuse us of throwing people under the bus after what you said in the previous stream? Don't even try that, bro. Yeah.
I was just pointing something out in the previous stream.
Yeah, that you said and then tried to blame us.
Because everybody was thinking it. I just, as man of the people, I just said it. That's all, innit? That's all. As man of the people. As man of the people, man. That's what it is.
The prime minister of this channel right now, man.
Man of the people, man. That's what it is, man. It's a burden, Marshall. But, someone has to take it.
The people don't want you, man. The people don't want you, man.
Hey, the people love me. You know what I'm saying?
Believe you, man. They don't
people
believe
love me, innit? Hey, no one asked you anything.
You sound like Mason.
They don't believe you,
know what I'm saying? But yeah, Chris, all jokes aside, it has to be a balance. That's what it is. Attack City because defensively they've not been sound. You know what I'm saying? Defensively, they've not been sound, but also we have to be wary of what they can do. That's all it is. And if we lose, go down with our best players on the pitch trying to win. Don't just sit in and just play defensive football and have our better players on the bench.
Football. We should have. That first game should have been worse than it was, to be honest.
Yeah, it should have. I looked up. I thought the sky was falling.
Pep took off his.
It was in the first half.
Like a weirdo. The first half could have been more, and then the second half, Pep completely. He took off his DM, and he made it easy for you to get back into the game. I don't think like I say, 6-3 flatters Man United.
Absolutely, Martial double. We left with something. You know what I'm saying?
Should have been a lot more than 6.
They won the second half.
Yeah, and we won the second half. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? We did win the second half. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
I'm not surprised though with the team
points are given out in the second half.
Yeah, that's fine. Do that again. Lose the first half.
You know that front three that
Hey, Lewis, if we lose the first half 1-0 and win the second half 2-0, I'm all for it. But yeah, go on, carry on.
Now that front three
Chelsea can't even win the first half,
which is the best we've ever
we only
been,
turn
by
up
the
for the
way.
first half.
This season they haven't played
30-minute FC, bro. One pump chump.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Go on, yeah. I said, oh my god.
We need some blue chews for the Blues. We're not lasting here.
Oh my god!
That means said, hey, Bluetooth, if you're listening and you want a sponsor, hit man up. You know what I'm saying? What's sponsor the channel?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Come sponsor Casually FC, man.
Yeah, I'm Casually FC.
Bluetooth help you go up, not down, Ahmed.
Listen, oh my god. This guy, you know.
But go on, yeah. Tell you what he was gonna say before I get to this question. Go on.
No, I was just saying that front three that started against Man United, they haven't played again since.
What was the front three?
I think it was Foden, Grealish, and Haaland. I think.
Foden on the right, Grealish on the left, and Haaland through the middle.
Was.
And what was the midfield? Yeah. Was it De Bruyne or Gundogan, Bernardo Silva?
I think so.
Right,
well, they haven't played. They haven't played again this season. Like,
you'll probably play that then.
Pep's doing.
Actually, after Grealish's performances tonight, maybe not.
Time, but I don't think I wouldn't start Grealish. I'd probably go with Mahrez at the moment because even though he's not been the best this season, he's actually, especially in the big games, he's kind of stepped up. So I'd probably go Foden, Haaland, Mahrez, but Pep's gonna go Grealish and Mahrez probably, which doesn't work.
Interesting things. Like I said, I'm genuinely looking forward. Not often do I look forward to a Manchester derby or OT, but this game, I'm like, there's so many variables. I'm like, all right, let's see how this pans out. Just a shame it's 12:30. Just put it late.
Yeah, we're not good in the early kickoffs either. It'd be better at 3:00. We'd smash it.
No, I don't put it 3. No, 5:30. You know what I'm saying? Put it at 5:30. That's what it is.
Nah.
Yes. Everyone prefers a 5:30 kick.
And I'm jet lagged. I'll probably be asleep.
Yeah, it ain't all about you. You know what I'm saying? If you sleep and miss it, so be it.
That's
you know
a you problem, man.
Yeah, that sounds like a you problem, yeah, doesn't it? That's a you thing.
If you have a ticket, just sleep on the train.
I prefer 2 o'clock.
I don't get a ticket for you.
Hey, Ahmed, no one asked you. Shut up, man.
Yeah, no one asked you, man, innit? Be quiet, Ahmed.
Hey, yo, what's going on, man?
Serious question though. Why do the Chelsea fans hate Mount so much? I know he's not great, but he's had his better games than Havertz, Oba, Sterling, and Koulibaly. Lewis, over to you. Why do Chelsea fans dislike Mount so much?
Because he's done nothing of noteworthy recognition since the Champions League final, and is majorly overhyped. And we act like the team should be built around him when he should be a squad player. And he's asking for 300k a week when he's worth like half that.
Apparently, that's fake.
Wow.
What do you make of that?
That's fake.
Oh yeah, and he's asking for 250, 200. Regardless, he still doesn't deserve it.
It's why United fans hate Bruno. Same reason.
It's fair. What are you saying about this?
Bruno had better GNA.
What are you saying about
Bruno's less likable than Mason Mount. Not that Mason Mount's likable, but Bruno's definitely
likable.
But Bruno never got.
One sec, Ahmed. One sec. Go on, Marshall.
I can tell you part of the reason is because of a certain
fucking minerals, bruv.
The second part is, I mean, he's a running merchant. That's about it. He just runs. I mean, he's gotten so bad since last season. At least last season, he was scoring against like low relegation team clubs. This man was gone for Nottingham Forest. Was he even there? I don't even know. I don't care. He's invisible half the time. I don't even know if he's in the starting lineup or not.
He was bad.
But like the thing is, like, he overshoots passes, he undershoots passes. He passes. He holds the ball up when he shouldn't hold the ball up. When he should shoot, he doesn't shoot. When he actually shoots, he's killing a kid in Rosette. Like, it's just, there's a lot of inconsistency with him. He's more inconsistent this season than consistent at all. I can tell you the 2 good games he's had this season. It was AC Milan second game, and Aston Villa where he scored a brace. That's it. Jesus. And how many games have Chelsea played this season?
See, I would counter that and say he was good at Wolves. He wasn't good at Villa. He just scored. That was it.
True. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's fair actually.
And if you look,
that is actually fair.
I questioned the goalie on the free kick on that Villa game because it was straight down the middle, straight down his windpipe. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
I would say this.
He had two better games than all those players that Chris named.
I would say this. It's very simple, okay? His own fans have done him over, okay? His own fans have put him on a pedestal that he will never, ever reach, okay? Never, okay? His own fan base have done this to him, okay? They have basically said that a fourth place person had a better race than the guy who won the Olympic gold. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? That more is given to him because he tried. He's a try.
Right.
He's
Okay,
a try hard.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what it is now. This generation, online football fans, would rather, a bulk of them would rather praise someone for running around and showing spirit or whatever, or showing that they run 9.8 kilometers in a football match than actually any end product. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I will ask this again. Me and Marshall Ahmed, we were on this stream, Casually FC. I asked people in the chat, name me one thing he excels at. And I did on the ball. And I said, you can't use off the ball. And I didn't get an answer. This is a Chelsea stream.
Got hella nonsense in it.
There was a few Man United fans in a Chelsea stream. No one came in with an answer of what he excels at, yeah? Okay? And also the problem is, he is not helped with the inept attack that we have had, okay? Problem is, people have put this club on his shoulders and he hasn't got it to lead because he's not that guy, okay? He is not Frank Lampard, okay? He is not it. He will only reach a certain level with football, okay? He is not supposed to be, in his progression right now at 24, he should have been a squad player, in and out of the team, on occasion, stuff like that. That's the level we should be at. The problem is, because of our terrible acquisitions over the last 7 years, and that our fan base have gone a 180 on having younger players in the team when they didn't care about the youth set up pre 2019. Yeah, they've allowed these type of standards to infect the club, where people will have a go at Raheem Sterling, who's actually done more this season than Mount and Havertz combined, and has only just joined us. Would rather see us get rid of Raheem Sterling and continue with a player like Mason Mount in attack. Okay? All the last 24 hours, you've seen the Mount debaters come out and really sound like they're scared shitless because Joao Felix might take their star boy's place. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
it's a whole thing around him, and it's not fair to him at all. But that's the problem. Like I said before, our own fan base have done this guy over. He might leave. He might leave, and you know what? I hope he does, and gets away from our fans, because he doesn't deserve. The fans don't deserve him. Okay, they don't deserve him at all. Saying that, he needs to be better at his game. He's 24 now. Turned 24 a couple of days ago. Okay. He needs to be better at his game. He is not. He's stagnated or gone backwards in the last 2 years. 24. So this young kid business is out the window now. Yeah. Now entering what you thought from midfielder, entering the early stages of prime. Okay. So I need to see, if you're going to stay here, I need to see drastic improvement. But for me, I don't expect that. And you've got that idiot potato-shaped douchebag who will put Mount over everyone in his all-time Chelsea 11, which is a disgrace. Yeah, that he's in there on the same.
It's
stream,
a disgrace.
On the same stream, on the same stream, when he said Kante was our only world-class player, but Kante somehow didn't get in our all-time 11, but Mount did. Yeah, people like that are why online people have a go at Mount. I truly believe that. He's not the only one, by the way. He's just more vocal.
His stands any stands of any player defo add to the criticism they receive from other fans, because stands are the worst in the world. Nobody likes stands. I can't stand them. We'll go and carry on.
I said this earlier. I was with Lewis on Don Hassam's stream. Big up, did a Chelsea show.
Big up to Don Hassam every time.
Every time Mount or Habits does something well, which is rare, I get told or I see, you're mudded. Yeah, you're mudded. Where can I send the huge amounts of mud I have for their lack of performances this season? Where can I send that mud? Because I've got a shitload in the back of my house ready to send after the mud I've collected.
Hey,
them not playing well. Where can I send that? Because they have one little performance and we get told you're in the mud. Where can I send the mud that I have there? Because I've got an avalanche load of it, all right, ready to send. But I just it's balances, okay? It's fans overrating him, yeah, and then overprotecting him. It's the same thing. They're the worst. They're the best and the worst for him. You know.
No, I hear you. And what you said there made sense when you mentioned being on stream and you said, "What does he give you on the ball?" And you know what's crazy is I had that same debate last year with Bruno Fernandes. The exact same thing you asked. I said, "What does?" And even though Bruno's played better this year and he's playing well, I said we will win nothing with him being our best midfielder.
Yeah.
All of a sudden we're playing better and he's not our best midfielder. He is nowhere near the level. As good as Casemiro is as a DM, Bruno's nowhere near that as a 10. And that's where it doesn't match up to me. Our 10 should be closer to that.
So there's a thing with Bruno. Everyone goes to his GNA first 2 seasons or so at Man United.
Yeah.
Everyone goes to Mount's GNA last season.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Look at the GNA.
Lewis is playing FIFA by the way, people.
Mount scored 11 league goals, yeah?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Mount scored 11 league goals, and I think 6 of them were against Norwich in 2 games and 2 against Southampton. Yeah? Fair dues. He scored a goal at the Bernabeu, yeah? Fantastic, yeah? And even the goals against Norwich, he scored them, no one else did. But I need what's his defining in the last year, because I won't do it over 2 years because someone will say the Champions League run. That's 2 years ago now. You can't live off that, yeah?
Yeah.
In the last 6 months, what's his defining moment? Remember, this is a guy in the World Cup who was supposed to apparently he was supposed to ball, he was supposed to ball out in the World. He was supposed to ball out in the World Cup. He got replaced by an older version of himself in Henderson, who did better in the World Cup and scored. You know what I mean? Wow, that's what I'm talking about. And I've got to apologise. I keep comparing this guy to a James Milner. I'm sorry to James Milner. James Milner done more in his young career up until before he went to Liverpool than Mount's done, and is a better player.
Yeah, people disrespect James Milner. James Milner was not the James Milner you see now, but that James Milner, yeah. That James Milner was good.
The one that got him his move to City, when he was balling out, Mason Mount has never hit those playing standards. And I don't think he will. And that's not fair. And that's why I say I will be less harsh on Mount. I'll criticise him for his performances, but I know a level he will never get. So I don't expect him to hit that. It's just I go against the people that overrate him and go, yeah, well, always when you criticise Mount, if he has a bad game, it'll be, one of the things would be, but Thingy played just as bad. It's like, no,
that's not an excuse.
That's not a defence.
Well,
the other guy didn't play well. What did Mount do? The other night, the brief amount of football we played, there was against City in the FA Cup, there was a move. We put it together in the first half, I think it was. A nice bit of passing. We were on the counter, got to Mount, rubbish touch, broke down the move. He then got flustered because he didn't know what to do and he didn't know who to pass to and lost the ball. You can't do that at 24 now. Do you know what I mean? That means you are a basic baller. You're not the person to lead. You are a sidekick. And I need leaders.
I hear you.
Yeah, I need leaders. He's not a leader. He's a follower. Someone else lead now.
No, I hear you. Now that was A1. That's why I just let you go, man. Like when you said he got replaced, he got replaced by an older version of himself in the World Cup, and he did better. Not only was it funny, it's true. Henderson is an older version. They are the same. You know what I'm saying? I call him like that's the Heathrow Henderson. You know what I'm saying? As somebody called him in that Merseyside Mount. Get him to. I want to see him at Liverpool. I
can't wait. I'm to Don the Sam. I was like teasing, but I'm gonna run this. I'm 18 months till he winds up at Anfield. I'm telling you right now, if he doesn't sign a new contract this summer, you get rid of him. He's only got a year left. You take whatever and you get rid. Sorry, you just do. You just do.
Facts. And before we continue, like check. What you lot saying? I know we're over 50. Where exactly are we at with the likes, people? Please let me know in the chat.
We are at 53. So over 70 people watching. That's
get
ridiculous.
up to 70. Get up to less 70. That's the next one, people. Let's bump up them likes. Make sure you go subscribe to Carefree Lewis G's channel is underneath in the description. Subscribe to Marshall's channel, Casually FC. I'm going to add it to the title, people. One of the mods or someone dropped Marshall's channel in the chat as well. So go subscribe over there as well, because you'll see Marshall, you'll see Surfer over there, other Chelsea content creators. And that's all good. I've been over there as well. So make sure you head over and support and subscribe, people, because there's content, so much content going on. So much content going on. Where else we are? Where is Kante? Is Kante injured?
Yeah, he's out till March.
Yeah,
okay,
he is again.
Yeah, because someone asked me about him in it on the Man United yesterday, like earlier on, and was like, "Would you take Kante?" And I'm like, "No," because he just seems to be injured all the time. Like, I just don't remember him
Peloton
playing.
courses right now, man. He's on a bike. He's
on a bike. Yeah, he seems to be injured.
He's with his boys' development team, man. He's with his boys' development team.
Yeah, they all know him. They all smile and say hi to him.
Cheers, Victor.
Have a nice little latte. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, you would mention a latte.
What are you on about, man?
Eggnog latte.
Eggnog latte.
Nah, no eggnogs anymore, man. You know what I mean? Christmas is over.
It's just for Christmas time. Now you're just gonna get back in shape for the summer and that. Let's go, Ahmed, innit? You're gonna get diesel and that. You know what I'm saying? I respect it, man. Let's go. I respect it, man.
Back to the oat lattes, man. I hate oat.
Back to the oat. The oat lattes, man. No, the eggnog. That's just Christmas and birthdays.
Oat milk's the best, bro.
I hate oat milk so much. I actually hate oat milk. I just genuinely just forced to drink it.
Look at these posh London boys drinking oat milk, you know. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I go buy milk with a blue top. You know what I'm saying?
Blue?
Yes.
Yo, man. Listen, man. Listen, you need to get some craving down your life, bro.
Wait. What milk do you drink? What color top is it?
So for me, I like to have craving dough, like semi-skimmed, green in it, green.
So that's green, right?
Yeah.
Semi-skimmed is green. Yeah, I forget all that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, that's quality. That is real quality. Craven dough,
semi-skimmed. No, it's not. It's semi-skimmed. You know what I'm saying? It's
Craven dough, semi-skimmed.
Kind of like the Chelsea squad, but we move. But yeah, like we move. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button.
Why is it always Chelsea with you, man?
What do you mean? Why is it always? Because that's the top. We can't talk about Ahmed. Ask a question in it. What do you want to talk about with Manchester United? You can ask me or Taz a question on this. Because we're playing well. That's why. You know what I'm saying? That's why you want to talk about us in there. You think you slick. But you had a lot to say about us at the start of the season when we lost them 2 games. And we started winning matches and you all of a sudden went quiet.
I lost, innit?
You know what? It's Ahmed's fault, man. It's Ahmed's fault.
That being said, we'll go there.
Manchester United so much shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Blue, man. Like blue milk, man. It's the whole milk. You know what I'm saying? But as we were saying anyway, people. Yeah, Manchester United drew Nottingham Forest in the Carabao Cup. I'm over the moon. Couldn't have been better. City got knocked out by Southampton today. Also couldn't have been better. Newcastle play. Who Newcastle play? Who they got? Southampton. That's it. Yeah, Newcastle, Southampton. So hopefully Southampton beat Newcastle over 2 legs and we run it back like it's 2017 and go pick up the Carabao Cup. But yeah, I'm over the moon. How about City losing today to Southampton and drawing it is? Go target that. I've said it and I say it again about the Europa League. All 3 cup competitions, FA Cup, Chelsea have already gone out. City or Arsenal play each other. Liverpool could go out to Wolves, so that's another Premier League side. Everton have gone out. Newcastle have gone out. We're playing Reading at home, so we should be able to get past them and go to the 5th round of the FA Cup and then see where we can go. Obviously, we signed Weghorst as well. We need more buddies. Because people, like I say, people are like, oh, why did you sign him? Our backup striker is Anthony Elanga, people. Anthony Elanga, people. Nah, that's disrespectful to Welbeck. Welbeck did bits.
Actually, can I ask you something? Did you have you spoken about Weghorst yet?
I did on an earlier stream, but yeah, if you got questions, that's cool. Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say, like, do you rate that transfer? Because part of me, I mean, Ten Hag, he could probably get the best out of that guy, and I don't think he's a bad striker. I just think he's misguided. I don't know. I mean, we saw how he was in the World Cup. He was pretty pivotal in that Argentina game. He's got the ability to do it. I don't know. Is he a Manchester United quality striker that you wanted? Was he the ideal one? Were there other options?
He wasn't ideal, no, but we're not negotiating from a position of power. Like I just said, Anthony Elanga is our second choice striker. Anthony Elanga. We are nowhere. I don't think, as not you, but I've heard other people speak on this, and they go, "Oh, you're Manchester United, you're big bad Manchester United." We're Manchester United in name only. Look at the team. Look at the squad.
Broke. Like, that's why we're selling.
Look at the
we're
look
broke.
At the squad.
We have no money.
And we have no money. I like, look at the team. We literally just, I don't know if it's because we're playing well now and picking up wins that people look past what happened last season. And that we had our worst ever Premier League season. Look at the squad, even with the additions that we've had, which have been great. The squad, I've been saying the entire season is short, is very, very thin. This is why I was like, I want the Weghorst. I still want another striker. Because if Weghorst gets injured, we're back to square one. If Martial gets injured, then it's just on Weghorst. Yes, he's 6'6". He gives us something different. I like that. And I trust Ten Hag to get the most out of him. Is he ideal? No. But who are you going to get? I would have took Joao Felix. I said this, but I had my reservations about Joao Felix because of the lack of physicality, the lack of pace and power. Even though I think he's a good player, that's why I'm very much interested to see how he does at Chelsea. But I think it's one of them. Like, if you're not pace and power in today's game and you're not athletic as a forward, your other attributes have to be amazing. You gotta be the only one. I always say this all the time. I use him as Mahrez. He's the only attacker I see who's pace and power who still continues to deliver at the top level. All the top players, they're all P&P, whether that's Rashford, whether that's Salah, whether that's a Rafael Leao. The list goes on. They're all like that. Well, yeah, I've said this, like, regulars man will know that I've said this many a time, but is Rashford our second choice striker? No, Rashford's not a striker. He just plays there because we have nobody else. That's the issue.
How much was the fee
for Weghorst? I think it was cheap. It was only a loan deal.
Like 3 million or 2 million?
Something like that.
That's nothing. So why are people like clowning you guys?
Because it's Manchester United. Because it's Manchester United.
Hated, adored, never ignored. We're the fucking juggernaut. They gotta talk about us again. You know what I'm saying?
Weghorst is technically sound.
Come on,
so you should be fine. Yeah, Weghorst is technically sound, bro. You've got a good striker there, man.
Yeah. But Maguire is pissing himself in training sessions.
Yeah. I know 110% he's better than Anthony Elanga. I know that much. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can guarantee.
The question is he better than Anthony Martial?
Well, you're going to give Martial 8 more years.
if he is guess what? If he is better than Martial, that's great for my football team. Because Martial's actually scored goals. Yeah, I've been this.
Do you wait another 2 years for Martial's testimonial to say he's gonna do something?
I'm done with Martial in terms of just if he could stay fit and available, which is all well and good, which he has done so far. It's like, it's game time. And that's always my biggest thing.
See, it was fit and available, but since the World Cup, he has not played.
Yeah, since the World Cup, he hasn't. But I'm saying from before that. Like, I don't really have too many issues with his performance. Does he need to improve? Yes, but that's all of our attack. I think all of our attack needs to get better, including him as well. But he's not fully. He's not fully.
If they're not playing well, like Anthony, he's not playing the best. He's still coming up with GNA. He scored twice in a row. Rashford's Garnacho is not getting the GNA, but he's playing well. Like yesterday's game, like he was cooking. He got that right back on strings. You know what I'm saying? Alanga's just shit. Martial since the World Cup. How many games have there been? Like 6, 7?
I think he's played 3 or 4. I think because he played the Bournemouth game, he played the Everton game, and then he played another game in front of that as well. But like, even
not been good in any of them.
Yeah, he's not. But even Ten Hag said, I'm managing his minutes. I can see that, and this is not me making excuses. The fact that he's not fit. Like I say, you don't walk down the tunnel on Tuesday and then Friday play, and then you're fully fit. Like, there's no way. That's why I'm so over the moon about Weghorst, because it's just another option. Is it underwhelming? Yes, but who are we gonna? It's already hard enough to sign strikers and top players in January. Who are you gonna get with no money? That's why I want to know. People saying, don't get Weghorst. Who are we going? Joao Felix, maybe, but I have reservations. Man mentioned Olivier Giroud. Depay, who I'm not a fan of, I would still take. Simply because we just need bodies at this point.
What about yourself, Rawless?
I'm not a striker. If we needed a 6, I could do a better job than Fred and McTominay.
I mean,
so
Casemiro,
if they shout me,
I
could be backup to Casemiro. Absolutely, 100%.
Fair enough, man.
I should take Declan Rice.
What I'm saying. The thing is, at the right price, I would take Declan Rice. All this 70, 80, 90, 100 million crap is ridiculous. But 50 M's, yes.
Take Declan Rice so he doesn't come to Chelsea.
50 M's.
Yeah, no, I'm watching out for you, bro.
Negotiate the price down. I'm with it. If we can get him for 50 M's, talk to him. They're in your ends. You know what I'm saying? They're in your city.
David Moyes cook, bro. If they go to relegation, they get relegated. You're good to go, man.
That being said,
clearance sale. You know what I'm saying?
Forget Declan Rice. I'd take Onana. I've said this. You know what I'm saying? He'd be cheaper. That's who I would take.
What's his name?
Onana from Everton. Sure, man. Sure.
Listen, take him before Real Madrid take him, man.
This guy, these dad jokes, you know. This guy is dad
I'm just saying, take Declan Rice before Real Madrid come in for him, you know?
Listen, man,
Yeah, because they're going to get Declan Rice over Chouameni, you know what I'm saying? Cruz, Modric, you know what I'm saying? Camavinga.
That's what they're saying, bro.
Wait, yeah, that's what they're saying.
That's
what was it, Simon
saying,
Phillips or Matt Law? They reported, they're saying, you know, Real Madrid looking at Declan Rice. They need some Aros.
They also said Real Madrid were looking at Bruno Fernandes. You know what I'm saying?
They also said they were looking at Mason Matt. No, they weren't.
No, even those brown envelopes won't even say that.
Khalid here says, big up to Khalid as well, another member of the channel, says City are going under the radar, not performing up to their usual. They could have a season with no trophies. Pep is second thinking why he signed that contract extension. No, every top team goes through this. It's not FIFA. Yeah. It's not Football Manager. Every single top manager, whoever you want to pick, has had a bad season or a trophyless season. Pep's had his. Klopp's probably going to have his this season. Pep may have another one. Fergie had them. Ancelotti had them. Whoever your GOATs are will have these seasons. And we don't know if City won't win anything. But let's say hypothetically, if they just go again. All right, we didn't win nothing this season. Poor season. They go again.
I don't think
they're going to be too bad, to be honest.
Talking about them now. Talking about now, January 11th or 12th, or whatever you want to say. They could still win a double. And a treble.
Still win a treble.
They could still win a treble. Hopefully it'll happen, but they're still in for a treble. Like
for a treble.
5 points. They're 5 points. They're 5 points, and I hate backing City, but we just have to put this like into reels. They're 5 points off the top of the league. They're one of the favorites for the Champions League, and they're one of the favorites for the FA Cup. They're top two in all competitions they're in.
They're going to beat Leipzig over 2 legs.
Yes,
I think. Yeah. Whether you think it's close or not, I don't care. They're going to beat them over 2 legs. They're just stronger. I think they'll knock Arsenal out of the FA Cup. It'd be really interesting that game. Both sides.
I'm with it.
Yeah. I think they'll knock them out. And then it's like with the rest of going out because Liverpool might go out to Wolves on the replay. Yeah. There's really then Manchester United, isn't it? And Newcastle are out.
Yeah, Newcastle went out to Sheffield Wednesday.
Spurs the only one really.
Yeah, Spurs.
We're talking about them like they're somehow like 15 points behind Arsenal and out of all cup competitions or something like that. It's the way people are speaking about them. It's like they could end up with some type of history, whether it's another double, whether it's winning the league for a 3rd time in a row, whether that's winning the Champions League or a treble. So it's like, let's wait until they're out of competitions before we start predicting what they're going to do.
I think until City are mathematically out of the title race, then I'm not really worried about City.
Yeah, but Jan, we've done for this before. You've been trepidate. You've not liked City's chances in the 3rd round FA Cup tie against Oldham before. You know what I mean? It's like
that's facts.
That's your
Chesterfield and that. I don't know if we'll beat Chelsea.
City thinking, Flores, isn't it? That's pre takeover City thinking.
Facts, man. They're the homeless man who won the lottery, man. That's what it is.
Yeah, and still plays for the Tesco milk deal.
Yeah, 100%. Still like, it's gone up to 390 and that. Liberties.
No, this City team, they've actually been better against the harder teams so far. That's the thing. They've not struggled in the bigger games. They struggled in the games that they should easily win. So,
like the Chelsea away game on the other day.
What? The Chelsea away? Yeah, they weren't great in that. They've got the
mid-table 2 minutes. You beat them. Hey, Ahmed, hold that.
The thing is with City is City haven't been good like for a while, but that's not gonna last all season. That's why I'm saying people are getting excited because we're not in form. But the thing is, we're not in form and we're still doing okay across most of the competitions. Yeah, we're not gonna win the Carabao Cup this year, but it's like out of all the trophies, if you're gonna drop out of one, it would be that one. So
yeah, leave that to us, innit? You know
this is gonna sound mad to ask, but do you think Haaland is kind of holding you back a bit?
No, I think
you don't think this Man City team is too focused and funneled into trying to get it to Haaland rather than create like they used to last season.
No, I think what City are missing is I don't think they've replaced Sterling. and I think it's very obvious that we've not replaced Sterling. I think if we bought like a Rafael Leao or somebody that is an actual good player on the wing,
hey, don't put that
then
energy out.
That's
there.
don't do
please.
that. That's a scary thought. And that, yo,
I can only make it so much more bluer in this room.
Rafael Leao with Haaland is just a scary thought. You know what I'm saying?
The thing, though, if we had, even with Sterling, like I think it was probably Sterling's time to leave from like his point of view, but at the same time, he would have been so good with Haaland because he played really well with strikers. So he would have been fine. But I think that's what it is. People are looking at Haaland. If Haaland wasn't scoring, then I'd be like, oh, you might have a point. But Haaland is doing his job right now. He scored 27 goals in like 25 starts or whatever, or 24 starts. So he's doing his job. I think the team are not as effective, but that's because we've lost, like Flawless was saying earlier, we've lost the pace, really. We don't.
Oh, wow.
Mahrez
Sterling and Sané.
And
yeah,
Grealish, to be honest.
Yeah.
Jan, but who's your second highest goal scorer in the team?
I think it might be Mahrez now. I'm not
But
sure.
how many goals?
I don't know. There's a big gap.
This is what I mean though. Like I feel like I'm not saying Haaland's a bad player or anything. I'm just thinking like you guys used to score with everyone. There was a point where like Gundogan was the lead goal scorer, De Bruyne was lead goal scorer, Foden was scoring goals, Bernardo Silva was scoring goals, Mahrez. Now it's all Haaland. So I don't know. Like I'm looking at this form. First of all, it's unacceptable. I don't care. Look, I'm a Chelsea fan. I have high standards, but I understand City is a very, very good team. It is unacceptable that you guys should be losing to a last place in the Premier League Southampton team. Absolutely unacceptable. 2-0 from the jump, like that's unacceptable. But I don't know. I feel like this team like has dropped a significant level because I feel like now the tactics have changed significantly. Now you guys are way too focused on a striker, on a Haaland, rather than just trying to create and score goals from wherever you can get them. I don't know. Like Haaland's been amazing. Don't get me wrong. He's been a great addition to your team, but I also think he's hindered the team creatively in a sense. I don't know if anyone else feels that way.
I feel like it's more about, like I've said, it's more about what we've lost. Rather than
I agree with you on the Sterling half though
because the thing is, it's not like when Haaland doesn't play we go back to normal. Haaland hasn't played every single game.
Didn't play today.
Still not doing great. He came on tonight, but the game was done in the first half. He came on 80, 70. He didn't have a long time anyway. But we weren't great tonight anyway. But it wasn't. The thing is with City is like we never have goal scorers that are competing for the Golden Boot. We always have. Everyone's on sort of 10 goals each, like you say. But I don't know, like I just don't think any of our big players have been in good form. I think it's an easy argument to say, oh yeah, Haaland's made us worse. But when Haaland doesn't play, we don't look great. Like the other day, I think we won without Haaland, the Chelsea game, and everyone was saying, oh look, you're better without. But that's just like
Chelsea,
a one-off game. I don't think we've been good. Really,
just say it, innit? Because if that was United, you'd be like, yeah. Why you don't muddy cuddle, don't cuddle Chelsea. If that was United, you would have said. You know what I'm saying exactly. Nah. Say it how it is.
When Haaland played against Man United, what happened?
Yeah, exactly. You see, you remind me of that. You remind me that, but you would have when they played Chelsea. Just say it's because it's Chelsea are bad, innit? You know what I'm saying? You know what you want to say.
Even
sharp.
Yeah, hold
even
that.
Foden
don't do that, Flawless. No, I hear you. Don't do that.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm glad you hear me. I got a microphone right here. I'm glad.
Listen.
Yes, I'm glad.
Listen,
don't do that.
I gotta tell it. Pep. Thank you, man. You tried to throw us a bone, and we capitulated. I'm just saying. You look at the team that he played against us. A better Chelsea side could have demolished that. Pep felt bad for us, and he was like, "You know what? Here you go." And we threw that bone away.
All his friends this season.
So you know what? At least they have a heart. They're sympathizing with us.
And what I will say to what you said there, it goes about City and their attack. It's that lack of pace and power out wide, man. As good as Pep's system is, as good as their team is, if you lack that, you can't turn teams around. That's the problem. Running in behind. I usually we just mentioned that Rafael Leao with that. Like Rafael
Oh my
Leao
God,
is
I
not
need him
in
so
terms of
bad.
skill level. You wouldn't say is clear of all those City attackers, but what he does have, what he is clear of them all in is that running in behind and turning defenses around and creating more space for their creative players. And I think that's what Haaland does really well. I think City are just, I don't think they're worse. I think they're just different. But people just ain't used to seeing different. So because they're seeing something they're not used to, they're like,
if we were winning the league, like if we were 5 points clear at the top of the league, I don't think people would be saying it. I think it's just because
what's crazy is people will say City are worse with him, and then if you ask a rival, would you take Haaland out their team? Everyone's saying yes. That's the crazy part that don't make no sense. Nobody's saying leave Haaland in the team. If I could take Haaland away from City and take him out of the league or bring him to Manchester United, I'm doing that in a heartbeat. I'm saying let him go Madrid or Barcelona. I don't want him at City, but yet they're worse. That makes no sense. And to Ryan, he said Sterling only started 13 games last season in the league. City were brilliant without Sterling last season. It's not a winger thing at City. It's a change of system. But them 13 games count, Ryan. You keep saying it's like 13 matches.
He was brilliant when he started last season, too.
13 matches start. You know what I'm saying? Ryan, you do the math. How many points can you get from 13 games? That can be the difference between winning
and
a league title and losing
a league title. And helped us out. Like Sterling, I'm not like saying we're dead without Sterling or anything like that. It's not really about him. It's about how we used to play. And part of how we used to play was to have him run into spaces. You know what I mean? And what people fail to realize as well, it's the same with Haaland. Like, yeah, Haaland scoring a goal is one thing, but the game against Bournemouth at the start of the season, Haaland didn't score in that game, but that was one of his best games. Why? Because he created so much space for the other players. That goal that De Bruyne scored in that game was basically Haaland, because Haaland dragged all the defenders away, and then it was a clear, open goal basically for De Bruyne to shoot at. So I think it's just, we're just different, and I don't think we're in form at the moment. When we're in form, then it's a little bit different. But right now, City are not in form. If we get into form, I don't worry about the league. If we don't get into form, then it could be a trophyless season. So we need to fix up.
What I've seen from City is the fact that when they had Sterling and Jesus, they had willing runners off the ball. Yeah. All these wingers are ball to feet players. So where Kevin De Bruyne thrived the most is picking up those spaces. So they're dragging the defender wide and out of the play. So De Bruyne goes into that space, overloads it, boom, that's a goal right there. He does a cross crazy play, that's a goal. So they don't have that, and now Kevin De Bruyne, he's getting older. You know, Ronald Weasley, he can't hack it anymore. So it's the fact that that's another problem, and there's just no space for him because KDB is more P&P than a lot of people think. He gets in those spaces and he drives with the ball. He just goes. So he's losing all of that. His ball striking is still there. When ball striking with passing and shooting. Like, people forget how good of a finisher actually KDB is. But his P&P is like, they've lost a lot of P&P. They've lost a lot of spacing because Grealish and Foden want to play, ball to feet.
They play narrow,
Exactly. And they already played narrow, and then Pep has inverted fullbacks with Cancelo on the left, Walker on the right, or Rico Lewis this season. So it's just all very narrow.
Yeah.
So that's why it doesn't help.
You made a great point there. I forgot about Jesus. He's the one that's missing as well. He's a pace and power player. I forgot, and he played out wide. I actually forgot, my bad. I actually forgot. So so it ties into the point I was making. So when Ryan's like, 13, Jesus played a lot for them as well. Jesus is a profile. They don't have
a lot of them
profile of winger anymore.
Sterling didn't play. He played.
Jesus is playing.
Zinchenko as well.
PNP.
That left back.
Jesus is PNP. I'm saying.
Zinchenko. I think
Zinchenko was benched most of the time for Man City, though.
Yeah, Zinchenko's. Well, he played his part every season, but he was.
That's
cold. He wasn't in great form either.
Yeah. So that's what I'd say for City is they lost 2 PNP wingers and didn't replace them.
That's
seeing
the
the
thing.
difference.
It's not. Yeah, it's
but
it's about not
PNP
replacing
wingers out there in the market.
Jesus Christ Almighty, man! Who did that?
It was Lewis.
Lewis, man.
My bad, guys.
It's a yellow card, man. It's a yellow card.
What happened?
Hey, VAR check that shit, bruv.
That being said, people, if you want to kick, if you want to kick anyone off the stream, 1999 super chat. You can kick anyone off the stream. You know what I'm saying? 199 for Ahmed. Nah, 199 for Ahmed. Beat you to it. Hold that. 79p for Ahmed. Hold that. You know what I'm saying?
Or even if you just, if a member types it in the comments, we'll just kick him off. Like,
Why not, man?
2 for 1 special, 199 Ahmed and Timo, man. They can go.
I'm gonna say though.
Bog off.
Bargain pocket, flawless for winter. For 199.
Hey, man.
I didn't even.
I've got tenure.
Yeah,
but all jokes aside, yeah, go on.
Who's the PNP out there in the market right now?
There's loads. Go low.
What do you mean? There's only PNP.
Yeah, but Leao's coming to Chelsea. What are you talking about?
Non-PNP. No, listen, non-PNP. No, you got Haaland, so you don't need no more.
Coming to Chelsea with a Crest sponsorship, man.
Timo, there's more. Most wingers are PNP.
Shiny Teeth and me coming to Chelsea, man.
You can come. You can come Chelsea with Leao.
Otherwise, he's definitely coming.
Shiny Teeth and me
let them
coming
get
to
Leao.
Chelsea.
If they get Maradona,
apart from Leao, who's out there?
Kavicha, Mudryk. Like, you want to keep going?
Mudryk.
He's PNP. That's his answer though. That's his question.
Leave Mudryk alone, man.
Pick up
but Sheila ain't going nowhere.
Any top winger your club has been linked with, I guarantee is PNP. Any top winger Chelsea have been linked with, I guarantee is pace and power. Guaranteed. Yep. Guaranteed. Yeah. Whether it's Leao, whether it's what's Nkunku?
PNP.
No, he's more than
he has pace and power.
No, I'm not saying no. Don't get mistaken. When I say PNP, that doesn't mean it's only that. I'm saying that's an attribute he has. I'm not saying only that.
So we say
I rate Leao. Yeah. We can say athleticism. Same difference. PNP athleticism. You need to have those things. I've said this. You have to have pace and power, be athletic, or both. Wingers don't exist who are that minus Mahrez at the top level. Anymore.
Yeah, you have to.
They don't. And that's what City lack. They don't have it. They sold Sterling, who was PNP. They sold Jesus, who's also PNP, and didn't replace them.
Yeah, so true.
And you know who's also PNP, who's doing very well at Manchester City? Haaland. It's not an accident.
Yeah.
For all the other attributes he has, Haaland. That's why he's treating this shit like it's FIFA. This guy got like 25 goals. And like ridiculous. This guy scores a goal a game. It's outrageous.
Yeah, it's more than a goal a game, man.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, that's what it is. So when you say Timo, who the PNP wingers, pick one. You know what I'm saying? He scored more goals than your entire football club, Timo.
He has, yeah.
He scored more goals this season than your entire football club. And all your guys.
Haaland.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That ain't a flex.
I'm saying it must be nice, man. I mean, I'm over here drowning in sorrow.
And yo, like check. How many likes we on people? Let me know. Did we hit?
Oh shit, we did 100.
66. We need to get that to 75, man.
Yeah, man.
75 is the goal.
Before we close out, people, we are gonna close out. C1's been in the chat asking this question as well. Flawless question to Jan. I don't know why you just didn't ask her directly like she's not here. Thoughts on Lavia and why he should come to Chelsea? I don't know why he just didn't ask you directly.
I love Lavia. He was my guy in the academy. I was so annoyed when we got rid of him, to be fair.
Yeah, hold up.
And strangely, actually, you know, the goalkeeper that played tonight, I wanted him to get it as well, and we got rid. But for some reason, we've got some deal going on with Southampton because they're taking all our coaches as well. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, no, I think Lavia is a great player. I would personally get him back if I was City, but they won't do that.
And
to this, no, he's right in this, but you've heard this rhetoric because I was young when this would happen. So you was like 6 years old. So how are you telling me about something I watched? All I'm saying is Van Nistelrooy is facts though. He's like 5-6 years old in 2001. Like, don't do that. Or whatever year it was. All I'm saying is Van Nistelrooy United. No, it's 2006. All I'm saying is Van Nistelrooy United won one title, but when he left, you three-peated and won the Champions League. Him leaving made you better. Yes, but Van Nistelrooy, Haaland and Van Nistelrooy are completely different. So what are we talking about?
Are they though? Are they?
Yes. Yes.
No, I don't see. I disagree with that.
Yeah. They are different.
Yes, they are. They are elite finishers. Haaland just has more PNP. Van Nistelrooy is more technically sound.
That's the big difference.
I don't. I'm not.
That's the huge.
I get what he's trying to say though. Like
there is a goal. There is a goal.
Proper box number 9. Like I hear what he's saying.
Haaland offers you much more than goals. Van Nistelrooy offered you only goals. That's the big difference.
What really does Haaland though?
If you think Haaland doesn't attract Haaland doesn't attract attention and create more space for Manchester City's attack as your so no, that's the difference. Van Nistelrooy didn't do that.
But there was
don't like you can't you like the reason why I'm on this so much. Don't tell me about
there's
stuff
no
I
link
watch.
up play, hold up play with Haaland. That's what I'm saying. There's
because of the way they play. That's not on him. Van Nistelrooy didn't link up the play.
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah, but that's the
movements he's also making.
No, the movements he's also making attention
is for goal scoring opportunities.
Van Nistelrooy gave you goals and nothing else. Haaland doesn't do that. He gives you much more.
I will say there was
much more is just what do you mean by much more?
Much more attracting attention, running the channels. Van Nistelrooy didn't do these things.
So that's it, right?
No, that's not it. No. That's
I'm asking you.
Running. No, I'm asking. So let me answer then. Innit? Let me answer and I'll answer you the question. Running the channels one, attracting attention two. Those two things are major. So if you think that's small, that's major. That's the major difference. If we had Haaland, here I killed is dead. If we had Haaland them times, we're not selling him. If we have Haaland that time, we are not selling him.
We also sold him because he fell out with the manager.
No. But why did he fall out with the manager, Murtaza? You man are trying to tell me about something okay, so let me talk about something I lived through and watch because you man are too young to remember this. The reason why he fell out with the manager is because he wasn't playing. You know why he wasn't playing? Because we're a better team without him. Because who was also there around the similar time to him, I believe. I might be wrong on this, was Louis Saha, another player who offers much more. So this is what I'm talking about. Comparing Van Nistelrooy to Haaland is just stupid because they're not the same player. Are they both elite finishers? Yes. That's where the similarities stop. Because if we have Haaland at that time, guess what? We are not selling him.
I will say,
come on, man.
I mean, but
I will say
and all that comes in, I guess, but they're more similar than you think. I'll say that. They're more similar than you think.
No, they're elite. All right, so minus them both being elite finishers, what else are they? What else is the same?
They're box strikers.
But I don't think Haaland's just a box striker because I've seen him. Box strikers don't run the channels.
Okay, he's not just, but
so that's the difference.
He's an elite box striker, but he's okay with everything else.
But Haaland's not a box striker though. If you run the channels, you are not a box striker because the channels are outside of the box. What are we talking about? Channels are outside of the box.
Most of the possession City have is in the final third, and
most of it is
camping in the box.
But I've seen Haaland running. But I've seen Haaland run channels. I've seen Haaland running behind.
What do you think he does more? What do you think he does more?
See, now we're
camp in the box. Camp in the box or that?
That's not the question I'm asking. You said what's the difference? I said what is the similarities between the two? They're both elite finishers. That's it. That's where there's nothing else the same. There's nothing else.
Just because Haaland makes a couple of more runs and channels, blah blah blah. He's a completely
that's a major difference, fam. That's a major. That's a major difference.
I disagree, but yeah, that's your opinion.
Yeah, of course you disagree, but you're telling me about something I watched that you didn't. But here we are. Go on, yeah.
No, I'm watching Haaland though, so that's what.
No, but you didn't watch Van Nistelrooy. Is my point.
Guys,
I'm talking about Haaland though. Forget Van Nistelrooy. I'm just telling
you. How can you say they're the same and you haven't watched both of them? I have.
Forget Van Nistelrooy. I'm just talking about Haaland.
So don't tell me they're the same if you didn't watch him then.
Yeah, but even
this is what I'm saying, people.
Okay. All right, okay.
If you didn't watch him, don't say that. That's all I'm saying is don't talk about stuff that I watched that you didn't, and then tell me they're the same, and then turn around and say I didn't watch Van Nistelrooy.
Okay.
So how do you know they're the same then? They're both elite finishers. I agree with that. They're both elite in the box, but Haaland offers you much more than Van Nistelrooy. If we had Haaland at that time, we don't sell him. We sold Van Nistelrooy because he gives you goals and nothing else. You know what I'm saying in that? He gives you goals and nothing.
See,
Ryan, you didn't rate Salah till this season, so you can show up about anything. Go on, Jan, carry on. Go on.
No, I was just gonna say like this idea that he only scores goals and he does nothing else. Yeah, okay. There's players that do a lot more. There are players that want to be a midfielder when they're a striker and all that crap. But we didn't sign him for that reason. We signed him to score goals, and that's what he's doing. But he creates a lot of space for all other players, like I said. And he's got assists this season as well, so it's not like he's just only scoring and then when he doesn't score he doesn't do anything else. Yeah, I don't understand why nowadays if you're not like a Harry Kane, people don't rate you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say you say that like it's a bad thing. Like Chelsea are hurting for goals right now. We would love to have someone that just sits there and scores goals, man.
No, but that's if people aren't like Harry Kane, all of a sudden it's like, oh, they're not.
But who said that though?
No, because you're saying that he
No,
only
but
scores goals
because no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. It's just goal scoring is like 90% of his game, in my opinion. You might see it differently. That's you.
But that's what his job is.
I'm just saying, but that goal scoring that he provides is like best in the world. Like goal scoring, legit. There's no one in the world that is better at doing his job than him.
Yeah.
So that is why he is so elite. That is why he's so highly rated. But that doesn't make him a bad player. Like he is absolutely elite at that. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know how that's crazy.
100%. And him spinning him, even him dropping shot and spinning him behind, which he does very well. That slept on. Van Nistelrooy didn't do that. Box strikers don't do that. Inzaghi's don't do that. Lukaku don't do that. Take any box striker now in today's day and age, don't spin him, like don't drop shot and spin him behind. And it's simple. You know what I'm saying? And that. Like is Haaland's majority of his game goals, yes, but he gives you more.
Course,
just the attention he attracts. When you're how tall is he? 6'4".
Yeah,
when you're 6'4" and like that, of course, like you're gonna pause. Like you're gonna attract attention from you're gonna attract attention from defenses, of course. Like, that's what that is. Because Ryan, if City are playing Liverpool, you're not taking Haaland out of the team. No, you are taking Haaland out of the team. Let me ask you, Ryan, since you're talking rubbish in the comments. You're playing City in a cup final, Champions League. Would you start, and you can pick City's team, would you start Haaland or not?
He's gonna
that
say,
tells you what I need to know. Yeah, you're gonna lie, innit? You know what I'm saying?
But then he doesn't rate Alvarez either, so maybe he play both.
And yeah, Chris, I remember that goal when Ruud van Nistelrooy dribbled from the halfway line and slotted in. That was a rarity. Like Ruud was technically sound.
Do you think Haaland could do that? No.
Yeah,
I think he could, but I don't think he does it.
For Dortmund, he used to do it a lot more. He used to.
Hey, that's Dortmund.
See, I think he more, but I think he more kicks and runs it. I don't think he like tippy tappy like Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
But he could just kick and run it past somebody, like and dribble that way. Like it's still the same shit. Now you got to think about it. But all of a sudden he's Haaland's worse. See what I'm saying? People, this is why I do this. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, yeah, we run jokes and run bants. Ryan's been running his mouth for the past 10 minutes talking about how City are much worse than Haaland. So then I asked, all right, City are playing Liverpool in the Champions League final. Would you put Haaland in the side? Now man has to think about it. That tells you all you need to know. If you made them worse, you want him playing. People just say shit because it's cool. I'm saying, I'm telling you right now, if we're playing City on the weekend. I want Haaland not in that starting lineup. If I see Haaland on the bench, I'm over the moon. I'm not trying to see him in the side. I'm sorry, innit? Like, but each to their own, innit? You know what I'm saying? Each to their own.
Hey, I have a question.
Go on.
We'll switch topics.
Yeah.
What's going on with Jadon Sancho, bro? Like,
I don't know.
Bro, how much until it's like, all right, yeah, we're okay, give him time, get right, blah blah blah. But like, at what point though? Like, this boy's getting paid $350,000 a week, and you know, like, with the way Rashford's playing off the left, you saw Garnacho the other day. I'm not saying Garnacho is a better player. I'm just judging the performances they put on the pitch. I'm sorry, I'm taking Garnacho over him because of what he's performing on the pitch. Like, where is we got? I'm not coming. People say right wing. Oh, Sancho right wing. Anthony's Ten Hag's guy. He's number one. He bought him when everyone else said, "Oh, they paid over the odds." That's number one, so he's not dropping him. So you can forget that. Ahmad is cooking in the championship. I'm not saying he's gonna come back and do all that, but he is a backup. Where does Sancho fit into all of this? Because with the trajectory this is going in, at this point, he's not going to have any space left.
I think one is either you up your game and you take one of the spots, whether that's left or whether it's right, which I agree with you. I think is highly unlikely. And what I've been saying, play central.
But see, I agree with you. Ten Hag doesn't see them. Ten Hag doesn't see him as a central player, though.
But we've watched games. He's drifted central and played.
He drifts there because that's his natural game.
Yeah,
but that's not what Ten Hag wants him to do.
But
you see the left wingers. You see the left wingers. Garnacho and Anthony are Garnacho and Rashford hug the touchline. You see, we remember how we were joking about how Maguire's just spraying spamming the diagonal ball. Like, bro, is just like.
No, he did. He's right. That's why we're laughing about it. This is right. He's right.
No, it was pissing me off because that's all he was doing all game That's literally only.
Yeah, you just don't like Maguire. It was working. But go on, carry on.
Fuck him.
Yo, you got 6 from 6. But go on, carry on.
Yeah, 6 from 6 times. All right. But like they're hugging the touchline.
Yeah,
and that's clearly not Ten Hag's instructions. Jadon Sancho's doing that because that's his natural game. Because he's like a midfielder playing out wide kind of thing, if that makes sense. Like he's positionless in that sense. So I'll be real. I don't see like place for him. Like where does he fit?
What I would say is I trust Ten Hag to be, and what I've seen, he's smart enough to retrain him to play in a new position. I've said Sancho should play false 9, and that's where we're short. So when you say where does he get him, we are short as 9s. Weghorst is only here for 6 months. It leaves us with just Martial. Are we really going to go out and get 3 strikers? No. So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan, answer my question in it before you carry on. You know what I'm saying? Answer my question. You know what I'm saying? Man always want to duck shots and that and duck questions. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Answer the goddamn question. Basil was saying, yeah, he's got to play central. That's where the space is as well. That's where it is. So that's what I would say. But I don't know what's going on with him. So that's why I'm like, because I believe it's something mentally going on. I think so. I believe so, but that's just me. That's just me. But yeah, you lot have like check, please. Let's bump up the like, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe to Lewis's channel, Carefree Lewis Street. Go subscribe to Marshall's channel, Casually FC as well. Make sure you do so. The clubs need to give youngsters. All right, 69. All right, bump that up one more. Get us to 70 people. The clubs need to give youngsters chances sooner or risk losing them. United, City benefit with Garnacho. Rico Lewis at City. One sec. Let me see this. Let Chelsea let Class go to Salah, De Bruyne, Rice, Masala. You're always going to miss with youth players because you can't play them all. So I think every top side has let a youth player go and go, all right, we shouldn't let him go. Or play the youth player and go, no, he's not good enough. But that's where the coach, sometimes it's just wrong. It's the right player at the wrong time. Like, where are you going to get, like when United sold Gerard Piqué, we had Vidic and Ferdinand ahead of him. He was never going to play. And he's good enough. We've seen what he did at Barcelona. I'm just using that as an example because that's the one that came to mind. But there's other players who I'm sure other panelists can mention who are like, he's a good youth player, but at that time, there was world-class players or top quality players in front of him.
That's a bit like for us with Lavia, like because Rodri is so young, he was always going to be the backup guy who would have had to hold bench for Rodri. If Rodri was De Bruyne's age, I think we would have kept Lavia, but it's not fair to have him. He needs to start every week, and he wasn't going to start at City. So, yeah, Lavia is a good example, even though I really wanted him to stay. It's not really fair.
And that's a more recent example because they got De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva's and Rodri's all in front. Like, where's man going to play him? We're seeing Lavia.
He's Rodri's position, isn't he? So he's not going to start ahead of Rodri.
I mean, youngsters, that's right up my alley, isn't it? Like, that's pretty much half the Chelsea squad right now. I think with youth,
that could be taken out of context like crazy.
I didn't even think about it that way until you
gotta chill, bro. These people is demons out here, bro. I'm just watching out for my boy, man.
Yeah, I love the soundboard. I love the soundboard. Yeah. The soundboard's fire.
Oh,
appreciate
my God.
it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, with the youth, it's like, I think Mason Mount, just using him as an example, I think he came into a Chelsea team that wasn't ready to have youth adapted into it. I think we just didn't have a choice. I think when it comes to youth players, you have to bring them in, kind of like how Foden was brought into a pretty much complete Man City squad. He was brought in, played a few minutes off the bench, developed slowly but surely into I would say a starter, but it's Pep Roulette, so it's a rotational player. But it's one of those things that, like, if we had brought a Mason Mount when Chelsea were in their prime in like 2011, 2010, 2009, 2012 with Lampard, Drogba, Terry, we'd probably be talking about a different. Is that me?
Feedback from someone. It might be. I'm not sure. Let me mute everyone. I don't know if it's me. Yo, yeah. Might check. Nah, I don't think it is you. Who is it? Jan, it's you, you know. What is going on? Yeah, go on, carry on, Marshall.
Yeah. If we had brought like a Mason Mount in the time where we had a Lampard, a Drogba, all those prime players that Chelsea had in the past, we'd probably be talking about a different Mason Mount. We'd probably be talking about him having a more pivotal role and a much bigger impact in the team and developing properly. I think the issue with Mason is that we brought him into a squad where there's a lot of deficiencies. A lot of the experienced players weren't like top echelon experienced players, so a lot of responsibility falls on him. And same thing goes for Kai Havertz. Like right now, look, Kai Havertz could leave the club. People don't rate him. He costs this amount of money and all that. But at the end of the day, he shouldn't be a player that your team has to rely on to score goals. He's a young player. He's still learning how to do it. And you can't be learning how to be a striker. You can't be learning how to be an impactful player in a starting 11 when it's Chelsea Football Club and we're trying to play for trophies. It's just one of those things that like there has to be a balance to it. You bring in youngsters when you have a finished club and you want to start to, rotate some of those players out.
Well, no, that's first. That's first. And you know what, people? We've been going already for like 2 hours and 15 minutes, so we're gonna close out this Q&A. Don't forget this Q&A on all the shows on the channel. All the shows on the channel go on all the audio platforms: SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts. So you might not want the YouTube or Twitch apps open, but like I said, you can listen on the audio platform. So wherever you listen, type in Sarcasm City TV. Links for everything Sarcasm City TV is underneath in the description, including Lewis's channel as well. I will add Marshall's channel to the title as well after this stream, so you just be able to click the link and it'll take you straight to his channel. Marshall, bless having you on. Great to see you make your debut finally. Anything you want to add? Let the people know what you got going on and where they can find you and all that good stuff.
I mean, not much. Like Flawless said, Casually FC. That's the YouTube channel for all the things Chelsea related. I have my own personal YouTube. I'm going to actually be streaming on my own YouTube channel in a few. Marshall DBDX, as you can see in the name below. We're playing some video games around here, having some fun with that. You want to check out my music, Back Pocket Alimony on all platforms, and that's about all of it. All I have for plugs.
What type of music you make? What type of music?
Punk. We'll call it pop punk. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Cool. I just didn't know that. Cool.
Yo, the more you know. Yeah. I don't usually plug it that often, but it's there if people want to see it. So yeah, big up. Thanks for having me, and hopefully we can do this more often, man.
Nah, definitely get you on again. 100%. You already know, my guy. You already know. Yo, Lewis, let them know what you got coming up. I'm saying on your
if I can be bothered tomorrow, I'll do a Fulham preview. If not, I'm just gonna go drinking for the inevitable, and I'll drop a review.
I've already got a head start, man. There you go.
Well, all right, Lewis. If you don't want to do it and you need someone to help you out, I'll do it for you. In it, you know what I'm saying? And I got you. What you mean? What do you mean by that? I'm saying great substitute, man.
It's like asking a cat to look after your pet hamster, man. Don't do it, man.
What do you mean? No, I'm just saying, if my brother Lewis can't do the stream, I will be there to do the stream on his channel for him. I will do the West London Derby preview.
Yeah, bro. You know what? I actually wouldn't even mind watching that.
Hey, who y'all play?
It's the West London Derby, Taza. How dare you?
The mighty
That's
Fulham.
the biggest derby of this week, bro.
Biggest derby tomorrow, man.
Mitrovic FC without Mitrovic.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Chelsea gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
William
Lewis will be in the.
Is coming, bro. It's gonna hurt.
Lewis will be there. I know Timo will be there as well. You going right, Timo?
Yes, sir. With the pie. Let's go. I got my ticket.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, people. And I believe there will be a watch along on Twitch for it. I think I don't know.
I swear to God, if I see the Chelsea game cam on you and you're eating again, I'm gonna lose it, man. I swear, every time I see this guy on the TV, he's always eating something, bro.
Yeah, man. This guy just chowing down in the Matthew Harden Low or the shed and the way.
I mean, I don't blame him. There's nothing better to do when you're watching Chelsea right now.
So in it. But yeah, love to everyone that has locked in. What have we got coming up tomorrow? Another Manchester United. So that'll be 5 p.m. I'll be talking all things Manchester United. And then 11 p.m. Carabao City meets Manchester United is back. So Jan and myself will be talking all things Manchester City and Manchester. So we'll be previewing the Manchester Derby. And then, you'll get the West London Derby on the Twitch as well. Because I believe these men are doing. If not, I'll be there anyway. So yeah, on the Twitch, we'll be doing the West London Derby as well. What's up, sir? Talk to me, fam.
Nothing, man. Just get
love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.
Hold that.